Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and it is Friday happy hour. There is no better way to get your weekend kicked off than with the Raiders Report. So coming up here today on our live show, we're going to go through the latest Raiders rumors. We're going to also look at a Raiders mailbag. So you can do hashtag Raiders. You can send in those super chats. And if you don't already know, I hope you got your drinking pants on. And I hope everyone just excuses me. I know I sound really terrible, but I do actually feel a lot better than how I sound. If I sneeze on today's show, hey, just take a drink at home. Everybody welcome in my co-host, Jeremy Chugs.
Feeling good.
Feeling good. It's going to be a wild day. I got my Raider Ron jersey on. He's got his Wild 114 jersey on.
Oh, we're getting Wild 1.
The main topic of discussion coming up here and realistically around all Raiders content creators right now is Jalen Carter. There was a report that came out yesterday that the Raiders will not draft Carter, that they have removed him from their draft board. However, that report has been already disputed, and as I always say, you can't really believe anything a Raiders beat writer puts out there. So my question to you is this. Do you want the Raiders to draft Jalen Carter? Give me a D for draft, type P for pass. And if you haven't, please go vote up at the live poll, which says, if Carter was on the board at 7, would you take him? 54% of those votes right now are yes. And then 46% are no. We're going to give some shout-outs here to the peeps. Jonathan says I sound healthy. Well, then I appreciate that. Or I just always sound terrible. Douglas, yep, that's what he said. That's great. Jonathan's typing his deeper draft. Rock and Jock typing pass.
Whoa.
Right now, there's actually quite a bit of pass. We got Rick, Wes, Javier, all saying a pass. P, we need a quarterback. Robert says Jansen's going to go pass. I would say right now, most of the votes coming in are for pass, but then Foxdale, Spaceco, Raider Ross, Sarah Otto, Brian NYC spamming those Ds for draft.
I just got to say, I mean, it sucks that it has to be this way, but with what happened with Carter, it's like, can the Raiders even take him? And what will the media backlash be if they do with what's happened in the past with this team? I mean, you've talked about reasons why Eric Bieniemy won't be the head coach of the Raiders ever.
Yep.
Is that the same reason why the Raiders won't draft Jalen Carter?
I mean, I do think, people are always like, it's Vegas. It's the Henry Ruggs situation. I don't think that they are apples to apples. I do think maybe it's apples to oranges where, like they can be compared in some way, shape, or form.
Apples to pears.
I mean, fruit to fruit, right? When in Rome. But I do think overall, man, that Carter is a phenomenal talent. And with him having his top 30 visit with the Raiders, and then if you're going to do your homework, like, if he's actually has a chance to be drafted, if I'm McDaniels, if I'm Ziegler, the only thing that I am doing over the next month is saying, hey, we're going to look at the quarterback talent, but then we're also going to really look at guys like Devin Witherspoon, Chris Gonzalez, Jalen Carter. And if we don't fall in love with any of those guys in the next 4 weeks, well, then you got to be open to trading back. So it's going to be interesting to see nonetheless. All right, Jeremy, we're going to play this game again. What county do you live in? Mitch will guess what state you live in. So here's the game, okay? If you guys don't know, if you send in a super chat with your county, I got to guess the state. If I guess the state correctly, then Jeremy has to take a drink. If I guess incorrectly,
I actually might need a drink to do this.
Then I will go, all right, do you want truly strawberry lemonade, original lemonade, watermelon lemonade, or a Happy Dad?
Strawberry.
Strawberry lemonade. For you, good sire.
First one is Onondaga.
That's not a real place. 0% chance. There's no way that's a real place.
That's a county. I just looked it up.
Yeah, well, even if I get it wrong.
Onondaga County.
Super chat to get those counties in, and if I guess it correct, then Chugs drinks. If it's wrong, then I got a drink. I know I don't sound great, everyone, but hey, I got that commitment to excellence. I know that we wanted to do a Friday happy hour show. What?
Michigan is effed right now.
What happened?
Jack, look at Jack's message in production.
All right, hang on.
Read it out loud to the people.
Wait, production? Oh.
Yeah.
So Jack So they're live on our Michigan show, and Michigan just got like a huge commit, and they owe 8 beers, and Jack doesn't drink. So that's absolutely elite, man. Remember, if you guys send in a super, we'll put you up here on the show. And on top of that, Friday happy hour means my objective today is when I go home, I want to be rumbling, stumbling, and a little bit of bumbling as well. We got Douglas.
Douglas.
Oh, that's on me. Douglas, you sound better than last time. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually think I sound worse, but I feel better. Like, I don't know. I've been sick the last few days, but I don't know. I don't really believe in days off. I do sit right next to Jeremy. I just don't want to take a day off because this might be kind of wild. But the Raiders report is actually very, very close to breaking a Chat Sports record in terms of most Super Chats, Venmos ever made in an entire month. So if I would have not showed up to work today, we would have had a 0% chance to do that. Our boss brought Jeremy and I in the back room today and said, hey, if you guys break that record, we're going to send you guys to Drake. So Jeremy and I are big Drake fans, for those of you that don't know.
No. He buried the lead. He's not going to send us to Drake. He's going to give us floor seats to Drake.
That's a fact. So if we break the record today.
Oh, you just kicked out your cord.
I did?
Just now. Yes. Just now. It just happened. But yes, as Mitch was saying, if we break the record today for most revenue in a month.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. For a Chat Sports channel.
Good.
We're going to Drake.
Oh,
Drake?
Drake.
Right. These are piling up, so we got to get to these. I'm going to go ahead and crack this open because
here we go.
I know I'm going to have to drink some.
Oh, dude,
just from one super chat I see, you're going to get it.
Okay. I see one.
And if you don't get it,
that's on me.
That's on you.
Unless it's a trick question. Like
L.A. County in Maine. Placer County.
Placer County. Judging by the way DJB looks in this picture, he looks like a guy from Denver, Colorado.
California.
DJB. I'll take a drink to that.
All right, next one. Weld County.
Weld. Well, he's holding a fish, and I know Lake Tahoe, there's a big lake, so for that reason, I'm going to go California.
Colorado.
Dang it!
All right. Douglas Sedgwick.
Well, Sedgwick, as you can see, likes purple, which means he's probably a Kansas State fan. Therefore, I'm going to go Kansas.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Let's ride!
What a thought process there.
Let's ride!
What a thought process.
Don't worry, guys, we also have a lot of rumors to get to. We have 2 full shows scripted, but our bosses gave us the okay to go live and basically stay live until we leave today. So it's going to be a marathon. Put those drinking pants on. Cameron, JJ, Jacksonville, Florida.
Texas. LA County. I'm not even going to look this up. Thank you, Ron.
I'm going to guess California.
Yep. That would be it.
Ron, you the man.
Oh, wow, Trevor. Okay, back to back.
Nevada. See, this is the one where I was like, this could be a trick question.
So where'd you guess?
Nevada.
In California!
Is it really?
It is!
Trevor, are you effing me right now?
Nevada County is a county located in the U.S. state of California in the Sierra Nevada, next to Tahoe National Forest.
That's devastating.
Vicky from the top rope. Thanks, Vicky.
I was going to say, I don't know where Vicky Everett is.
Carter on board. It's a must for us. DT is boof.
Again, if you guys want to throw in some Raiders questions, please don't be shy. We know that the Raiders have a huge need at defensive tackle. That's the only reason why we keep entertaining this question around Jalen Carter, right? The only reason why we even bring it up is because for the past how many seasons, DT has been the biggest need for the silver and black. And if you're never going to be able to get after the quarterback, well then, what are we even doing here, right? So overall, that's the reason why we continue to talk about this.
Patrick B.
from the top row.
Franklin County.
Oh, boy. Franklin County.
This is hard because do you know where Patrick B lives? We've sent him something before.
I've sent Patrick and Savannah Jean plenty of things.
The hard thing about this, The hard thing about this is there's actually like 6 different Franklin counties.
Oh.
So
That's like there's like 6 different Danvilles.
So I think we both drink?
Franklin County, Patrick B. I'm trying to remember exactly.
Patrick, don't look in the chat. Patrick, put what state you live in the chat.
All right, I'll turn around. If Raider Ron shows up, everyone, I texted Ron before I hopped on today's live show. We got some specials today for Raider Ron, so today's show, you never know what might happen.
Patrick, you should know by now.
He's right. I should. I should definitely know by now. Am I allowed to turn around?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right.
I went ahead and already drank for it.
Man. I don't know. Franklin County sounds like he's...
he put it in there.
I didn't see it. Yeah, it's not what I would have guessed. Not what I would have guessed. Patrick, cheers to you.
Douglas, for the record, I hate K-State. Go Shocks. Wichita State.
Shockers. Yeah, I've been trying to go to that Wichita State, not Wichita State, but what is it? What's the county? Wichita? I guess Wichita Brewery. There's a really good brewery in Wichita, and I can't think of the name right now, Douglas.
John Borelli.
Fresno. Let's go Cali, baby. California from John Borelli. Chugs, that one's for you. Also,
John Brazoria. I actually know this one.
Shout out to Borelli. I got to say this. Borelli was actually on the Saint Show the other day, and he was going off. He was on a whole nother level, and that's what Mount Raider more does. So Borelli is, I'm telling you, really, really creeping up into that Mount Raider more territory. John Smith.
Brazoria County.
Okay, so it looks like he's got some sort of steak option on there. For that reason, I've only ever been to a Brazilian restaurant here in Texas. I'm going to go with Texas. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Let's go. Let's ride, man.
God.
I'm getting good at this.
All right, Davidson County.
Also, Rebel, we actually just got your jersey today. So, Rebel's jersey's in the back. So, Rebel, the next live show that I do, which will be on Tuesday, which, for those that don't know, I've been trying to get this freaking chip. Wild One paid for Trace and I, a Saints host, to do the one chip challenge. So I've gone to like 5 different places here in Dallas, have not been able to find them. So I ordered some on Amazon yesterday. So they should be here in time for Tuesday. So we're going to be doing the one chip challenge with Rebel, number 20 repping. Davidson County. This is Ohio.
There might be another one. I just looked it up and it says North Carolina. There's also one in Tennessee. Bless you. There's also one in Tennessee.
That's going to be a common theme. Sorry, y'all.
I actually don't see one from Ohio.
Where's the college Davidson? Where is that? Is it in North Carolina? All right,
Lynn says Washoe County.
Oh, boy. Washoe sounds like a place that would be located in Kentucky.
Nevada.
That was going to be my second guess. DJ Watt, yeah, I'm a little sick, but we're powering through.
Vicky again from the top rope. Leon.
Somebody said, do the gummy bear challenge. Random Productions, I'll make you a deal. Because the only reason why I'm here today is I probably would have called in sick today, but we are really, really close to breaking a chat sports record for the most Super Chat Venmos ever made by this company in a month. Like in a single month.
And if you didn't know, today's the last day of the month.
Today is the final day of the month. So we're trying to set a record. If we get to the number that we need to get to, I'll do that gummy bear challenge. I said it. I've been waiting for a long time. I would do it if we broke the record today.
It's pronounced Washoe.
Washoe?
Yeah.
I'll be getting that. Washoe. Lyon County. Lyon from Vicky. Vicky looks like Vegas, so I'm going to go Nevada.
So this is another one where there's multiple.
Ugh.
The top one is Nevada, so I'll take a drink to that.
Let's go.
All right, so I'll go ahead and drink for this one. Chicano, thank you.
I'm going to guess that one's in California.
Yeah.
That's my guy right there, Chicano.
He says he lives 3 minutes away from Wichita Brewing.
Oh, dude, I'm not kidding you. So there's a few things that I would love to be able to do with my dad, kind of like before he passes or, before I pass, whatever one comes first. But it's to go to, like, the top breweries all across the United States and then also be able to go, like, catch a baseball game. Wichita Brewing is one of the top ones on my list, but 3 minutes away. If I ever go, Douglas, I'm hitting you up. Orange County from Abel.
Thank you, Abel.
That's my guy right there.
Jefferson County.
Jefferson.
I'm guessing this is going to be another one where there are a ton of Jefferson counties.
Yeah, I'm going to guess there's also not just one as well. Jefferson County.
There's 3. If you can name one of them, one of the states, I'll drink.
Judging by the look of Kel here, he looks like he was hungover.
Yeah.
The hangover took place in Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
However, Kel also spent some time in Bangkok. And for that reason, Gamecocks, South Carolina.
No.
Dang it.
Texas, Colorado, and Missouri are the 3 Jefferson counties.
All right.
All right. The Great Cornholio, Mendocino County. I'm going to go ahead and drink for this.
Huh?
I'm going to go ahead and drink for this.
I don't know this one.
I think I know this one.
I love Mendocino. Great sandwich shop in downtown Dallas. All right, so the Great Cornhole. I'll guess California then. That's usually the go-to. Yeah? All right. We got Cali.
Mendocino, California company. That's how I knew that. And DJ Watt just says get well.
Okay.
I don't think this is real. Flathead County?
I mean, the only way Flathead County exists, which I believe...
There is one. There is one.
Flathead, screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
Flathead also makes me think of a gator.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Erickson looks like he wrestles gators with Steve Irwin. For that reason, I'm going to go Florida.
Montana.
All
right, Final Four coming up this weekend.
You're right. Big time. Final Four.
Let us know in the comments, who do you got in this matchup? FAU, the Owls, or San Diego State, the Aztecs?
I mean, I think I'm going to go with the Owls. At this point, they're the 9 seed. I would love to see FAU get the W.
UNT beat FAU this year. They won the NIT last night. They got snubbed from the dance this year. UNT, best team in the nation.
I mean, they did win the NIT.
And they beat FAU during the year.
They did win the NIT. So, Owls, I'm going with the Owls. What do you guys think here? Abel's going to go Aztecs. San Diego State from Chadwick and Random Productions. Like, FAU, better offensive team. San Diego State, they play some really good D.
They've got some great D.
Great D with the Aztecs.
Let's see. Vicky says San Diego State. Michael, #Chugs, get Anderson Valley Brewing Company. It's my hometown brewery. Maybe we give it a try. Maybe we take this show on the road. I don't know.
I mean, we did food reviews before. What if we just start doing, like, if you guys... Seriously, if you guys...
You know what food review I want to do next.
Whataburger?
No.
Oh, those cookies. Oh, yeah, dude. Chuck sent me some cookies the other day. I was like, holy shit. These things look insane.
Their cookie of the month, honey butter biscuit cookie.
I mean, I've been trying to stay away from sweets, though. However... If you guys, I mean, you guys know that Chugs and I like to try different things. If there's something that you would recommend, give us the name of it. And, I mean, I'm sure we could probably figure out a way to order it, though sometimes ordering, like, liquors and beers can be a little bit difficult just for the simple fact of, it's liquor and beer. So,
yeah,
can be difficult. Let's go to
Jose Romero.
See, I thought this said Tulane, so I was going to go with Florida.
Tulane.
But it's Tulare.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's Tulare, Bel Air, Pennsylvania.
Wrong Bel Air.
Am I drinking or are you drinking?
Well, I just took a sip. You're drinking. Wrong Bel Air. Where's the other Bel Air?
California. That's where I just got to go. I just got to keep going. Also,
in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spend most of my days.
Oh, man. Shout out to the 460 people tuned in. And what we're going to be doing here on today's show is we will get into more Raiders rumors Happy hour. That Michigan show is getting wild. They are getting litty titty over there, which I respect. I respect it. I want to try to catch them.
I want to try to catch it.
I mean, we need some Mount Raider Moors to pop in here.
So,
the
other game in the Final Four, Miami versus UConn, the U versus the Husky Busky. Who are you going with?
I think the hottest team right now is UConn.
Fun fact, I used to wear Husky.
Yeah?
That was my jean size, Husky.
I'm trying to think of a U joke, but I can't think of one. Bel Air.
Who you got? Type U for Miami, the U, or Husky. You can type UConn if you want.
Jeremy Church going to go with UConn. Husky from Joshua Garza.
The U.
I mean, UConn's playing at a really high level right now.
They have won every single game in this tournament by 15 points.
Really? I didn't know that.
Or more, yes.
Wow.
Every single game they've won by 15 points or more.
Yeah, seeing a lot of Nada says me too, Husky. You all day, though, from Random Productions. I just want a good game. That's all I want. I want 2 high-quality games and then the championship buzzer beater. That's all you can ask for.
If it's Miami versus FAU, I guarantee you no bracket in the world had that filled out to Miami and FAU.
Dude, apparently there was 27 brackets. I got the Final Four correct.
Okay, so maybe some random FAU fan had it. I don't know. Oh, he's in the chat.
Uh-oh.
He's in the chat.
Uh-oh.
He's in the chat.
There he is.
Raider. Rah!
Oh, boy.
Lynn County.
Jason Tharp from Lynn County. I would have to say Lynn, when in doubt, go California. So for that reason, Montana.
It's Iowa.
It felt like it was a middle of nowhere place.
Hillsboro. I've actually heard of this before.
Hillsboro, North Carolina. Is that right?
No.
Really?
That's the city. The county's in Florida.
Hillsboro? I feel like that's capping. Living in South Florida, we want FAU and Miami Natty.
That'd be insane.
I feel like if you're living in South Florida, though, like what if you don't like either of those teams? Then what?
Then what?
Like, I don't know, like if I was, like the Raiders, right? And you had, just because like the Niners, they're from like the Bay, I wouldn't want the 49ers there. Does that mean you're an FAU or you're just like, hey, whoever's South Florida, that's what we're about? All right, y'all, we got some happy hour deals here. We go back to some other super chats. I just saw John Borelli sent one in. Every 600 likes, we're going to do a wheel spin. And for those that don't know, the wheel spin that we have today is our shit show wheel spin, I like to call it. There's beer boots, beer bongs, weird dances. I got the syringe on there. Like, if we hit 600 likes, really, really good chance Chugs and I are going to be doing something that we might regret. First time super chat, we'll take a drink. Really cool new feature here on YouTube is if you're a first time super chatter, we will take a drink for that. Every $20 is a fireball shot. $100 is Boot Hall of Fame bang. And with it being happy hour, every 100 that we get, we will do a beer bong. We'll add you to the Boot Hall of Fame. And if there's anybody out there that's trying to be a big baller today, I know we got Ron, John Borelli's in the chat, Patrick B., Killa Cruisin', some of the big ballers out there for the Raiders Report. We're doing 200 for a shot fund race, so that's 2 beers, me against Jeremy. Yikes. 300 for a shoe beer, and then every 500, we're doing a boot. Every single 500, we're doing a boot. It might get wild today. It might get wild today.
Might get a little wild 114. We'll have to see. John Borelli had to show Trizzy some love for getting the ish slapped out of him. I got him pretty good.
What's the number you're trying to get to? I'm actually afraid to even tell you guys what the number is because it's a pretty big number.
That's why we went live early because we wanted to be live as long as possible to try to hit the number. Because we were like a 2-hour live. We don't think it's gonna make it.
Yeah. So now again, if we get to that number, we will do that gummy bear. So the gummy bear, or I'll do the gummy bear. I'm not going to put that on Chugs.
I can't. I would literally die.
If we end up doing it, basically what happens is I got to do the gummy bear. It's 6 times hotter, though, than the chip, which it's not going to be a pretty thing, but it is a big number. It's larger than the largest Venmo ever sent in by this man right here.
Raider Ron, John Borelli, I'm not saying this because I don't want to put it on y'all. I don't want y'all to send it all in at once. I don't want to put that on y'all or put it on your shoulders.
Yeah, let's have a good time today. We're gonna break down some Raiders news. We're gonna break down some Raiders rumors, but it is bigger than Raider Ron's biggest ever Venmo ever sent in. It's bigger than that number. So I was like, hey, we need a team effort.
If we get close,
yep,
we'll give you an update of when.
Correctamundo. Killer cruising. Let's get it started. Soon I will race Chugs with the boot.
I'd love to see it.
Let's go Dodgers. No, man, let's go Mets.
No, let's go Astros.
Let's go Mets.
Let's go Stros.
Did you guys watch anything from opening day yesterday? What was your thoughts on the Killa? What was your thoughts on the Dodgers fan proposing and then just getting decked by Denzel Perriman in center field?
Denzel Perriman.
I mean, that guy was a form tackler, and I'll admit, we were having this debate. If you're a security guard, do you really have to tackle him that hard? To me, if you're a security guard, you wait for that moment your entire life. You're like, all I want is some dude to streak across the field, and I can lay him out. And that's exactly what he did.
Tell us your team in the chat. What's your team?
Robert Jansen.
This one's for Killa.
Every super chat for a Mets fan out there. I'll take a drink for opening day. Let's get it going, man.
And just a reminder, every 20 is a FB shot.
Killa said I went to the game. Where were you at? What?
Said every 20 is an FB shot.
It
stands for fireball.
I mean, Killa, where were you? How close were you to that, man? I have a video of it from Killa cruising. Killa said he took a video of the...
That's lit.
Dude, you got to send that to us. I got to see that piece. I got to see that thing, man. Tom says Yankees. Angels from Luna.
Hey, Yankees suck.
It's got to be tough being an Angels fan. You got the 2 best players in the MLB, and you're still bad.
Whew.
Hang on, I got to sneeze
Imagine spending the most on your roster every single year like the Yankees and sucking. Couldn't be me.
Hey.
Couldn't be me.
Oh, boy. I got to sneeze. It's lingering right now.
Emmanuel Gallegos, the Dream, Gonzalez, Sanders, Garrett Williams, Overshawn. D-line, I'm honestly excited for no, come on. You can't go and I'm sorry. You can't add nobody and be like, oh, Tillery, Bilal, and Neal, we got it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to add someone else.
This draft is nice. I'm not going to lie. Christian Gonzalez, Drew Sanders, Garrett Williams, the corner from Syracuse.
Yep.
Demarion Overshawn, the first 4 picks.
I mean, to be honest, that would still be a really good start. If the Raiders started that way,
they would need to spend their next 2 picks trading up to get the best defensive tackle left on the board, in my opinion. If this is the first 4, you gotta spend the next 2 on defensive tackle.
I mean, they wouldn't really need to trade up because if this was the start, it'd be 7, 38, 70, 100, and then their next pick would be 109.
Okay, the next one would have to be a D-line.
I don't mind it, but at that point, then you're still taking a 4th-round defensive tackle to compete. That doesn't even make them.
It's the same as Matthew Butler and Neil
Farrell Jr. Correct.
Or Neil Farrell.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So this is what we're gonna do. Oh man, Alex just messaged me. She's like, "Are you drinking today? Because you're sick." Everyone tell her no. Everyone tell her no.
Say no. No.
No. All right, y'all. So I want you guys to be honest with us. Jeremy and I, we're big sports fans here. Obviously, we did a March Madness bracket, and I want to know what percentage of games did you guess correct? Be real with us. Who did you have as your national champion? Because I wasn't even close.
I'm not even fronting. I think I'm at for my bracket, it was at 23%. Correct.
Yeah, I don't even know. I would say, because I had Alabama winning one of them, and then I had Kansas winning another. I bet you I was in the bottom 50 percentile. What?
Oh, I thought I heard something over there.
No, I think it's the guys working out there.
Oh, yeah.
They're like drilling stuff. Yeah, it was not me. It was not me. Rusty, super chats for Mitch's medicine. I mean, funny, the joke was...
King.
Huh? What?
The next comment.
AG1, hey. What's funny is some of the guys were like, dude, you need to go get yourself some medicine, and you'll just do some shots of, like...
Dayquil,
NyQuil, but then also, what's like the Pedialyte? That's the drink. Pedialyte. We could run down to the store real quick, get Pedialyte, though. I wanted to have a good time today.
Petey's pretty heavy.
Yeah. Petey's a big guy. He's got his dog bowl right now. All right, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get into our Raiders Rumors segment here around Jalen Carter. So hopefully y'all are ready to get this thing popping. A lot of drama around Carter, the Georgia defensive tackle. So what we're going to end up doing here today is we're going to break down this story, and then we're going to continue to rock and roll here with our Raiders Happy Hour. Hopefully y'all are having an amazing day out there, and if you haven't already...
Can we get to 169 likes?
Ooh, that's a good number.
We are 10 likes away. Can we get to 169?
Ooh, Bryce Bree. What up, Bryce B? We don't drink here. We are Raiders. Chugs shot with me.
Oh, yeah.
From Bryce B.
That was a very sickly Raiders you just did. that's the Raiders that you hear from the old folks' home of like some like.
I'm worried.
I'm Raiders fan.
I'm worried about my first bang. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bang.
My first bang, I am a little bit worried about.
Raider run. Bang.
Hey.
Bang. Bryce B. L'chaim.
Cheers to Mr. Bryce B.
Woo!
In these streets. Friendly reminder, every $100 we get, we will do a beer bong.
Ay caramba.
200 shotgun race, 300 for a shoey, and then every 5 we get is a boot. Abel, Dodgers dropping the bag to sign Shohei Ohtani. Dodgers all day. Mitch, you need a shot of tequila to clear that throat. Do we have tequila?
I think so.
All right. I'm a little bit worried about tequila, though. I am a little bit worried.
About tequila. Tequila.
Nah, tequila just... I'm going to try to stay away from Fireball today. I said I would have a few Trulies. I let Jeremy handle most of the shots. But, Abel, if we get this thing turned into a shit show, we'll start knocking back some tequila shots. I'm off the next 2 days. Alex and I are going to be chilling, so...
Like, we don't have any plans, I don't think.
I hope not. I'll tell you that. Raider Reese says, yes, drink tequila. All right, we'll do a tequila shot clock. Hang on a second. What did I get here? Oh, dude. Hang on.
Oh!
Bryce B.
I promise, I'm trying to get to the segment. Y'all keep on super chatting. I can't get there.
Yeah, Killa got the tail end of the dude getting just wrecked at the Dodgers game.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I mean, you were right there. I mean, right freaking there.
Oh, Killa, you should have been more on it from the beginning.
Oh, man. We are 300 away from our very first boot.
And Bryce B with a 50-piece up here in Baltimore for work, 12-pack dose bottle, Patron, and Apple Crown.
Okay.
Bryce B's having a party.
Bryce
B is having a party.
Who's trying to party with Bryce B? Who's trying to get the party going with Bryce B?
In that party, it didn't hurt nobody. That's just the way the Raiders rock.
Ow!
Bryce B party never hurt nobody.
Oh, cheers to,
Woo.
I would say so far today's MVP is probably
I'll
Bryce
take
B.
2 shots for that, Bryce.
Bryce B, MVP?
Only if you're taking one with me.
I mean, he just told you he's
Woo!
ready to get this thing going. You guys got off tomorrow? I know I'm off tomorrow.
I have off. I much needed haircut tomorrow.
Yeah?
Ooh.
Much needed.
Look at it. This is bad. This is so bad.
I mean, I think if it starts curling and it gets down to like there, that's where it gets bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. Franco.
If the sides start curling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got to wear like a top hat, then it's getting out of hand.
Can't believe the Athletics still play in the Coliseum.
I mean, I'm excited to see where they play next. Like their new stadium. My old college coach, or not college coach, my travel ball coach was roommates with Billy Bean when they played together with the Mets. So my uncle, who's actually down here in Dallas this week for the women's Final Four, was talking to, his name's Jeff, and he was like, dude, Billy's super excited about the A's new stadium. It's going to be pretty lit. So
Is it in Vegas?
It's not.
I thought it was the Vegas A's.
It's not. Well, there's like construction projects of, where it could potentially be. Wow, look at that name, Dial Up Willie. That is an elite freaking name right there. I'll tell you that much. All right, y'all. I think it's time to get into this Raiders segment here, and then we're going to get this party turned up. Hopefully y'all are ready.
A Raiders party.
Here's going to be the deal.
Nobody.
Somebody said something about tequila. Oh! Bryce B. Bang! Oh, God, here we go. Raider! Run! Bang!
Okay, before we start, I don't want this to happen mid-cut.
What?
We are $85 away from our first boot of the day.
85 from our first boot. I'll tell you what, there ain't no party like a Raider. You know what? We're going to have to wait. This one goes out to Mr. Bryce B.
Let's go. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
And it's not me that's doing the boot. It's not Mitch that's doing the boot. It's somebody who owes Raider Nation a boot.
Owes us
2 boots.
2 boots today. So.
And the real ones who follow Mitch on Twitter, they know
The real
who it
ones
is.
know. The real ones know.
But we're $85 away from our first boot today. Martin, spam those corns in the comment section. Give me the corn.
Knows. Martin knows. If you're spamming the corn, you know.
Get that corn out of my face.
This guy eats corn the long way. He eats corn the long way.
Nom, 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 nom.
Wait, how would it be?
Nom, 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 nom. He's eating corn the long way.
Oh, boy. Lynn, you sound like my mom right now, and I appreciate that. But I told myself that even though drinking is probably not what's best for me,
So what's best for the nation?
I want to break a record. Like, if I got a chance, as my voice takes me all the way back to when I was 10, if I got a chance to break a record, I'm going to do it. Oh, God. Patrick B. Bang! Somebody go get him. Somebody go get him. First boot is here. The first boot is here. Also, we got to add Bryce B, today's MVP so far. You got to add the man, the myth, the legend, Raider Ron. And Patrick B.
Patrick B.
There's some B's in this house. There's some B's in this house. Adam. Oh, it's first.
Oh, it's a first
ever.
One. It's a first timer.
First ever super chat.
Joverly
Rayford. Bang! Go get a different boot. Yeah, I don't want you drinking out of it.
Just get the plain one.
I don't want you drinking out of the same boot. Joverly first ever
Let's
soup.
Freaking go!
That's a double banger. Your first ever super chat.
Bang!
We'll take a drink for that.
Bang! Woo!
All right, so now we are up.
I did just realize this though.
What?
We need another tool, or you're gonna be the only one doing
What?
doing the beer bongs.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna figure it out.
Well, I was about to say we can't use that.
Yeah, you shouldn't use this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We gotta either get the other one or something.
No, I got you. All right, hang on a second. We got to add some people to the Boot Hall of Fame. I will say, sooner or later, we will get to that Raiders segment.
Oh, I love to see it.
What?
I messaged the person who's going to be doing the boot, and
He's
I said,
scared.
"Come here," and he said, "Fine," with 3 E's at the end.
Uh-oh. He probably also, when he texts, he says, "Hey," with 2 Y's.
I don't know if he's going to be able to. He actually said that he has to go to the grocery store really quick. Don't know if he'll be able to do the boot today. We have to see. He's going to the grocery store first.
Oh, my God. Inside joke there. Anytime Seeps doesn't want to hang out with the boys, he's like, dude, I'll be honest, I gotta go to the grocery store. Every time. I just blame it on Chuck or Alex. It's a lot easier.
I blame it on Sadie.
Jobberly Rayford on the Boot Hall of Fame for his first ever
this?
super.
I'm gonna slam the rest of my Truly for Jobberly, because you just did a couple beer bongs in a row. I don't want to.
Hey, I'm putting my body on the line today. We're putting our bodies on the line
Martin's
today.
an effing real one too.
Oh, dude, Martin's always.
He already liked and shared the video.
Question is, have you? What is that?
Oh, he was gonna do a Raiders boot. He did a green, which I don't know if they'll be able to see it. He did a green Happy Dad boot.
Is that a Happy Dad?
It's a Happy Dad. It's not.
They're not going to be able to see it.
Green screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put it in front. There we go.
I mean, even that.
Yeah, it's green.
How weird that looks.
Yeah, you can't see
You kind of
that.
effed it with the green.
Yeah, you probably could have picked any other color.
Seeps was like, I'm going to black out the boot for Raider Nation. Comes in, we're out of black.
Yep. I mean, green screen fills up a green Happy Dad. I mean, that only says one thing about you.
Mistake. I do eat corn the long way.
Yep. That's unbelievable.
All right, Seeps, whenever you're ready.
Got time for it?
Oh, you're going to try to beat your record.
I just want to get under 20.
Under 20. All right. Can he do it? O for over, U for under. Here we go. Happy Dads. I will admit, I think Happy Dads are actually more difficult to chug than like Miller Lite or like a light beer.
Yeah.
But not as difficult as a seltzer like Truly.
Yeah.
This is going to be your...
Plus, I'm going to have electrolytes. So.
Dan said Color Rush beer.
You ready?
It's Happy Dad, not beer. Not
It's
a
what?
sponsor. I said it's Happy Dad, not beer, not a sponsor.
I would love that, but we'll try to reach out to him, see if it can happen. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
They're saying you're going to get under 20. It's easy.
All right.
15 then.
On your mark, 15?
15.
All right.
You just said it was easy, so now we're going 15.
On your marks, get set, go. Timer started.
Oh, it's coming out of your nose.
It's coming out of his other holes.
Soul's Village?
That's all right. Time. 20.
God damn it.
He said easy money.
20.59.
What's the next mark?
We're 400 away from your next boot.
Correct.
All right, boss.
I mean, I'll tell you what. Easy money sniper, not him. He said easy money 20 seconds. No chance.
All right.
No chance.
Mitches, I think we're ready for the seg.
I think we're ready to get into this segment.
If we don't, we're never going to get to it.
I mean, what the hell tune was that? You guys don't know that tune? I mean, that's a very common. Though, Chugs, I do still owe.
He is from England.
Who?
Martin.
Oh. It sounds like something you would hear in Mary Poppins, though.
Yeah, maybe yours is cha 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 cha.
Hang on, I gotta do these beer bongs before we get into this segment. I know you gotta chug one, I'll chug this one, and then I think we still owe one more, if my math serves me correct. Actually, what is this? So 2, 3, that one. All right, we'll be good. Ready?
And he's off.
Woo! Excuse me. I almost feel like the more I drink, the better I feel, which is a weird thing to say, but like my nose stopped running. I think if you listen to the way that I sounded when I first started the show compared to the way I sound now, I actually think I sound better. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not.
You're good. I think it's accurate. I actually think I feel better.
All right, we're getting into our segment on the truth around Jalen Carter and the Raiders.
Hang on, I got to burp. You guys ready? Can we get some likes?
Can we get to 232 likes?
Hang on, I got to burp.
Oh, that is a good point. Patrick B did want to, while we're waiting.
Yeah.
Patrick B did want to ask, is Rocky Sin or Deron Harmon coming back?
If you were to ask me who do I think is more likely to come back, I'd actually probably say Deron Harmon. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why I say that is because Rocky Sin's going to have a bigger market than Harmon does. And Harmon had a really solid season this past year with the silver and black. On top of that, he's a veteran, 32, would be a lot cheaper. Probably a little bit more of a reliable player in terms of how many snaps you're going to be able to get out of him compared to Rock. Though, I always say this, if you could guarantee me I'm going to get 15 games out of Rocky Sin, I'd pay him $6-7 million a year. Like, to me, he can be that good of a cornerback. Also, the cornerback class in this year's draft, super deep, so I could see the Raiders going out and getting a cornerback or two compared to where the safety class is, not nearly as deep.
Let us know in the comment section, who would you rather the Raiders re-sign?
Ooh.
Deron Harmon or Rock Ya-Sin?
Who do you think? Harmon or Rock? 26 or 30?
I want to rock.
All right, guys, we're going to play a game. Since Abel's one of the OGs, Abel said if we do tequila, it'll make us feel better.
Every 50?
I'm going to do a tequila clock during this entire seg. For the however 12, 15 minutes, every 50 we get, we're going to do tequila. I think we still have some Patron left. I don't know if it's 1800 or Patron. If it's going to make me feel better at this point.
It'll make you feel better.
Lynn says you actually are sounding better. I'm telling you, I feel better.
It'll make you feel better and make your clothes fall off.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and coming up here on today's show, we're going to get into the truth around all the drama with Georgia defensive tackle Jalen Carter. If you don't follow the Las Vegas Raiders all that closely, there's been a lot of conflicting reports around whether or not the Raiders are actually interested in taking arguably the top DT, arguably the top player in this year's draft. So Vic Tafur, in an article that he released with The Athletic, said that the Raiders are not going to be drafting him. And the exact quote that he used was, "Carter's not an option for the Raiders at number 7, having already been crossed off by the team." So myself, a lot of people out there, when they read that, and you can read it the way that you want to read it, but as you can see, a lot of people interpreted that as this: the Raiders have reportedly removed Georgia defensive tackle Jalen Carter from their draft board per Vic Tafur. So as soon as that happened, I remember thinking to myself, man, that's pretty notable because he's an outstanding player. You can't really argue that. Does he have some off-the-field issues? Sure. But for an NFL team to reveal that big of a story or to reveal that much into their draft room, and it's not even April yet, I did think was a little bit fishy. So then Tafur went on Twitter and, he tried to defend himself a little bit. I wrote that Carter wasn't an option for them at number 7. team will likely have someone write a rebuttal soon. And what was funny about that, I want you to look at the time, because Taper sent this one out at 7:49 p.m. It's Central Time, because that's where we're at. And as he predicted, well, guess what? Vinny Bonsignor had a rebuttal. And he said, just spoke to Josh McDaniels, and he reiterated what he told reporters about Jalen Carter on Monday. Contrary to a recent report, Vic Tafer, the Raiders are doing their due diligence. Carter, who remains on their draft board, Carter will meet with the Raiders as one of their top 30 visits in April. So Tafer, from a literally like a few hour standpoint, goes from being like, hey, Raiders aren't drafting him at number 7. And then I tweeted it out. And personally, I think when I tweeted it out is when it really started to catch some steam here, right? Carter, not an option for the Raiders at number 7, having already been crossed off by the team. So I sent that tweet out. When I sent this tweet out, and I always try to warn you guys, because sometimes people don't believe me, where just because I tweet something, it's a story, it's a news bit, it's a rumor. My job is to cover this team to the best of my ability, and if somebody like Tafer, who is supposed to have connections, says something like the Raiders are not going to be drafting Jalen Carter, my job is to say, hey, this is what Tafer had to say. I did also say, though, you can look at the timestamps where 10:36 is when I sent out that tweet. I then sent one out at 10:37 that said, take every report by a Raiders beat writer with a grain of salt. But I did think it was worth sharing. The reason why I said that is because Tafer's been the guy who has said the Raiders will not hire Josh McDaniels. The Raiders will not trade Khalil Mack. The Raiders will not trade for Devontae Adams. He's had a lot of big swings and a lot of big misses. Unfortunately, for a lot of Raider fans, there isn't a single reliable Raiders beat writer out there. And I'm sure it's frustrating for them, the fact that they don't have any credible sources. So, just like what I do sometimes is I give my opinion. And all I think is what Tafer did here is he gave his opinion. The problem is he put it out there like fact. There is a little bit of a difference. That's why I use the rumor meter. So if you guys want to stay in the know for accurate Raiders news, I want you to subscribe to the Raiders Report. I've never put out anything on this channel, and I have talked about it in a news standpoint and it not be news. We talk about rumors all the time, but we do the rumor meter because it's trying to show y'all that that's a rumor, right? For news, accurate news, I got you covered. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you turn on those notifications. I think it's another perfect example of you don't actually have to be in Las Vegas to cover the Raiders. And anybody that thinks that, you're living in the dinosaur times, man. So since we are talking about Jalen Carter, the Las Vegas Raiders and every NFL team out there, you get 30 top draft visits, okay? The number 1 draft visit they have scheduled, guess who? It's Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle. And this is probably one of the biggest things that I said, where I was like, I don't think I'm buying this Tafer report, because to me, the Raiders wouldn't waste, no NFL team would waste a top 30 visit on a player that they knew that they were not drafting. It simply wouldn't happen. Like, you're not going to waste the top 30 on a smokescreen. And there was a lot of people out there like, oh, the Raiders are just trying to put up a smokescreen. They still might not draft Jalen Carter. They still might not. Like, what I don't want to see is the Raiders didn't take Jalen Carter. Vic Tafer goes on a victory lap. No, that would be like being down 35 points, you score a touchdown, and then you start celebrating. And it would just mean that your report initially was a guess. You got your guess right. I think we have seen far before that this Tafer report, it's just simply false. And the fact that the Raiders are bringing in Jalen Carter explains exactly that. My question, though, to all of you is this. If Jalen Carter is on the board at number 7, should the Raiders draft him? Like, if you're sitting up here saying Raiders defensive tackle, it's the biggest need, you're probably going to sit up here and say yes. You want the Raiders to go with defense, you're probably going to sit up here and say yes. It always depends on how the board ends up falling, but there are significant risks out there because of the off the field. Because of you had only one job to get into shape for the NFL Combine, to get in shape for the NFL Draft, and you failed miserably with that. So if you're in the war room right now with McDaniels and Ziegler, would you want the Raiders to draft Jalen Carter? My answer is, if he is the best player available on the board, I'm going to go yes. So if you're McDaniels, if you're Ziegler, what you should be doing the next month is doing your homework, I would say, and I mean as much homework as possible, on maybe 10 players, a handful of players that you're like, these are guys that we have circled that we need to get right at pick number 7. Now, you're still hopefully do all your extra homework on some of those later round players as well, because that's also how you win Super Bowls, hitting on those late round picks. But if you got Jalen Carter, you got Christian Gonzalez, you got Devin Witherspoon, a Joey Porter Jr., a Peter Skoronski, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, I don't care who it is, you need to be able to evaluate all those players, and if all those guys are on the board, whoever you have ranked the highest, to me, is the guy that you need to take, because there are still way too many holes on the defensive side of the football for the silver and black. My biggest problem with Carter is I'm so angry at him because I'm a film guy, and when you turn on the film, he's the best player in this year's draft. The reason why the Georgia Bulldogs the past 2 seasons were as dominant as what they were on the defensive side of the football, it's simple as this. It's because he was wrecking dudes on the interior. Don't get me wrong, they had a lot of talent. I know, it sounds kind of weird. That's definitely a giggity if I've ever heard one. They have a lot of talent with the Georgia Bulldogs, but Jalen Carter knows how to fill up a hole. I did that one on purpose. So to me, Carter is a player that the Raiders would obviously target in round 1. You bring him in on a visit. And when you look at a lot of these other players that the Raiders are bringing in on a visit, I'm going to tell you more analysis on them and where I believe the silver and black would have to target them in the 2023 NFL Draft. Let's go to the next player that's coming in here for a Raiders top 30 visit. Kelee Ringo, Jalen Carter's teammate, cornerback from Georgia. When I first started doing my draft evaluation process all the way back in January, I had Ringo as a top 10 overall prospect. But the more and more tape you start to watch, I started to knock him down a little bit. If you want an athlete, to me, Kelee Ringo has a higher upside in terms of being an athlete than Christian Gonzalez, than Devin Witherspoon, than Joey Porter Jr. You want your Anthony Richardson comp at the cornerback position? It's Kelee Ringo. When you're 6'2", 210 pounds, and you run the way that he does, they just don't make athletes like that. He's not afraid to tackle. He can do potentially everything really well. But the thing that scares me the most about Ringo, and the stats might not show that, he allowed a completion percentage of 53.8, 552 yards, a touchdown, 7 pass breakups, and 2 interceptions. But the thing that scares the hell out of me with Ringo is his technique is bad. It's not polished right now. And if you were to put him out there on the field, do I think he could play press man? Yeah, that would be his strong suit. There's no doubt about it. However, though, I am really, really scared to see where Ringo goes. If I'm Kelee Ringo, I'd want to go to an NFL team that's been able to show that they can grow and groom cornerbacks. And unfortunately for the Raiders, that has not been the case. In terms of where exactly would the Raiders target him, this would probably be a player that you would target at pick 38. I don't know if he falls to 38, but I do think for me and my board, he's the 5th best corner. I would take Deonta Banks over him. And depending on like where Christian Gonzalez go, Devin Witherspoon end up falling, Joey Porter Jr., Deonta Banks, next guy up to me is Ringo. But Ringo is such an athlete that there's going to be a team out there that might be willing to take a little bit more of a risk. However, I don't touch Ringo until he's at pick number 38. Before I show the other top visits coming up, we do have some Raiders draft hats available that I want you all to get your hands on. You can go to the link that you see below. It's chatsports.com/RaidersDraft to get your official Raiders draft hat. Whether you want that to be a silver and black, whether you want it to be the all black, the snapback. I mean, personally, this is my favorite. I've been waiting to try to get one of those bad boys. If you're more of the curved brim type of dude, hey, it's all good. You want to get a sweet hat for you, your son, your daughter, your significant other, get one for yourself. These hats are going to go quick. It's chatsports.com/RaidersDraft. What'd you say? They're on sale. Jeremy's breaking some news to me. Right now they're on sale. Yeah, I said it. So now they're going to go even quicker. Let's go to the next player here coming in for a Raiders top 30 visit. It's offensive tackle, but I should probably label him as an offensive lineman, Jaelyn Duncan. Another player here where I'll be 100%. You turn on the film with him with the Maryland Terps, and it's not great. His tape is pretty bad, if I'm being 100% honest with you. He's 6'6", he's 320 pounds. He allowed 7 sacks this past season and didn't really do a lot of great things that would inspire you to take him very high. However, incredible athlete. And this would be the type of offensive lineman where if I was Carmen Brasillo, the Raiders offensive line coach, who has been able to prove to you that he is a great offensive-minded offensive line coach. This is a project. Like, this is the type of dude that you can go out and get, and he's not ready to play in year one. He ain't even close. But if you have a whole year, you work with him, you mold him, and personally, I don't think his footwork is really what you're looking for to be an offensive tackle, and he would be a gigantic guard at 6'6", 320. But if he wants to get himself on a football field, I do think putting him at offensive guard could be a way to do that. According to PFF, last season in the 12 games that he played, he allowed 4 hits, 17 hurries, and a PFF run grade of 61.9. The thing that I like that Jaelyn Duncan is working, or what he's doing this offseason, and unfortunately I can't remember the man's name, he is working with the most famous, most notable offensive line coach this offseason. And I remember seeing a stat, I was talking to Tom Downey about it, and Tom said when this offensive line coach works with offensive line prospects, he's got like a hit rate of over 80%. So he only brings in guys that he's like, it's going to be worth it to him. So Jaelyn Duncan has that upside. His technique right now is just dog shit. Like, that's just God honest truth. It's not there. So if he can put that technique together, people don't look like this and move the way that he does. If I'm the Raiders, though, I'm not taking a risk on Duncan until the 4th round. Pick 109. I'm not taking him at 38, not even close. He's not a top 100 prospect to me. I'm not taking him in round 3 at pick 70 or at pick 100. To me, in a perfect world, you'd be able to get him in round 5, but because of that upside, if the Raiders want him, I don't think he's going to be available to you in round 5. So if you did want to take him, you would probably have to take him at 109. And then the final player that the Raiders have a scheduled top 30 visit for, Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson. I know, I'm sick, but hey, we're powering through here. Richardson had a sick combine, sick pro day. He just continues to show why he is the most athletically gifted quarterback in this year's class. People don't run like him. He's got an incredibly strong arm. I think whatever offense he goes in, you better be a run-first team because that's where he's going to excel. Going back and watching his tape, the Florida Gators, I felt like either went for a home run or they just ran the football. Like, when you look at his completion percentage at 53.8, I actually don't think that's all that fair because of all the deep balls that Richardson and that Florida offense ended up throwing. And I do think that they try to play to his skill set where, all right, let's bomb it down the field a little bit, or we're just going to tuck it and run. But 26 total touchdowns, 654 rushing yards. Richardson is not ready to play right away, and there will be a team. Right now, the number one team I would say linked to him that sounds like that they're falling in love with him is the Seattle Seahawks. They're definitely a sneaky team to keep in mind from what I am hearing. But nonetheless, if you're going to target him, he's a guy that you got to target in round 1. I don't really want the Raiders to take him at pick number 7. He's still like a year, maybe even 2 years away from being a legitimate prospect. The only way I envision the Raiders end up taking Richardson is if, like, he starts falling down the board. Middle of round 1, he gets close to the 20s. Raiders are there on the clock at 38, and they're like, you know what, we're going to trade up. How many picks do we have to go to get back up into the 20s, maybe in the teens? It would be a lot. But we've seen teams do it before to go get their quarterback in Richardson. So the 4 scheduled visits that the Raiders have so far, Jalen Carter, Kelee Ringo, Jaelyn Duncan, and Anthony Richardson. Out of all of those 4 names, who do you think is the most likely to be drafted by the Raiders? Do you think it's Jalen Carter, type JC? Do you think it's Kelee Ringo? Give me a KR. If you believe it's Anthony Richardson, type AR. If you think it's the offensive lineman from Maryland, type JD. My answer coming up right now here after this YouTube ad break. My answer is going to be the unpopular opinion. It's going to be the not so sexy name. It's Jaelyn Duncan. But the only reason why I'm going this route, oh man, I got to sneeze, is because he's not going to get drafted in the top 50. Where those 3 other players are going to get drafted in the top 50. With the Raiders, I'm simply just playing the law of averages. This is definitely not the top guy that they want. I am simply just saying you got 2 picks in the top 50. All those guys are gone. You got 1 pick that's at 7, and then you got 38. To me, Jaelyn Duncan goes in that 100, 109, round 5 range, and the Raiders have 5 picks in that. So because of the law of averages, I'm going to say that the most likely player out of those 4 that the Raiders end up taking is Jaelyn Duncan. All right, y'all, if you hate Kansas City, I want you to hit the like button right now. Shout out to Bryce B, who took the assignment, and I said, hey, every 50 we get, we're going to do a shot of tequila here. Abel said tequila would make me feel better. I mean, I drank for, I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 minutes. Felt better. Felt like I sounded better. I didn't have a drink for like 15 minutes during that show. I felt like I started getting the sniffles back, and I sound worse again. So, Abel, cheers to you, man. Bryce B, today's MVP of the show. And if you like the video, let's get some FKC. Sarah Otto already knew the assignment. Sarah Otto is as real as they get, man. Sarah Otto is a real one. I got Peak Boogie, Buzzomatic 69, Nada. What up, Paul? What up, Tropical Remy? Shout out to Dorillis, John. I see you, Javier Narano, Michael Rain, Rebel Montana, AJ Lopez. Much love to all of y'all out there. For those that do not know, we are doing crazy shit today for Raiders Happy Hour. No, we do have some Patron. Every 50, we're doing a Patron shot. What's like the best things that you guys do when you're sick? What do you guys try to do to cure it? What are the top things? Tequila. Tequila. Oh my God. Do we have any lime? Can you give me some of that lime juice? Even though I feel like I'm not going to be able to taste it. Big Mike Dog, FKCs. So our super chat menu today is this. It is every 600 likes we spin the wheel. It's we're not even close to it, but the reason why we went with a high number today is for the simple fact of what's on the wheel is Chug Shot Fun. So beer shotgun. Hang on, I got to sneeze. Me Shot Fun. Me Boot, Chugs Boot. Me Gritty, Chugs Gritty. A syringe. Oh, Bryce B. Bryce B is on a whole nother level today. He's on a whole nother level today. Do I do tequila and then lime or lime then tequila? You're doing two. Oh, we're doing two, Bryce B. Kick that 8th fan out. Get him out of here. I don't even see a Saints fan right now. Where is he? Where is he? Get him out of here.
Show your face, you coward.
I think it's Javier. Nope. Hannah said, that's why you should do the gummy bear now, Mitch. If I had the gummy bear now, I mean, the offer's out there.
And if we hit the Chat Sports record for monthly revenue today,
yep,
we're ordering the gummy bear.
Correct. Which we're still quite a ways away. Like Raider Ron would have to break his record for us to get there.
We are about.
No, don't even. It's a big number.
Yeah.
Y'all still doing races?
I mean, we're losing to our Michigan channel right now.
That's true. Well, Michigan went wild today. So I got some lime juice.
Let me tell you where they're at right now.
I got some Patron. I think if I go lime juice first and then Patron, I think that's the way to do it, right? That probably makes sense. Or no, I guess it would be tequila, yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. I'll tell you what, that's like putting Vicks right up your nose.
Yeah.
Wow, that clears out your sinus cavity.
Tip of the tongue, tip of the tongue, tip of the tongue.
Whew.
Woo! One more.
Oh, feels good.
Okay, so we are losing to our Michigan channel. They are at 1.5. Where are we at?
7:15.
They're doubling us up right now.
Yep. Michigan, for those that don't know, they had a big-time recruit commit today.
Oh, Bryce! Dropping them like they're hot!
Dude, Bryce is on a whole nother level today, man. Who's gonna have Bryce's back? Who's got Bryce's back today? This is nuts.
Oh, Bryce!
Bryce again. Everybody spam Bryce B.
Bryce B. Bryce B. Bryce B. Bryce B. Bryce B.
So Bryce was the MVP of the show that Graf showed up. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
So Bryce was the one that showed up when Graf was here.
Day 4 of free agency. How could I forget?
Dude, that was That show got litty. No, was that the second week? I feel like that was the second
first week.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, dude, I feel like it was a Tuesday.
It was the day, I know the exact day. It was the day that Austin Hooper signed.
Yeah, so that's week 2.
That was week 2?
Yeah, that's week 2.
Oh, it was week 2 then. Woo!
Oh God. Raider Ron, when you got a Mount Raider More member spamming your name, that's when you know, man.
And like we said, we don't expect one person to get this done. We're
Correct.
trying to go crazy today. We're trying to beat the Chat Sports record.
Oh! John Borelli! Bang!
John!
That's a shot fun race. Oh, God.
Let's rock today.
Yikes. These tequilas, man. And then we are now 35 away from a Seeps boot. 35 away from a Seepsy boot. I'll tell you what.
From a CP boot.
Mr. Borelli, man. He has been on a whole nother level. He's got to be in contention for Mount Raider More.
On another level.
He's got to be up there.
He's on another
Oh,
level.
Christ.
Oh!
Oh, man. Bryce B. Bang! You guys are just going on. This is getting out of hand.
Now, Bryce, you've been the tequila king today. Let me know. Is that 3 tequila shots or 1 beer bong? I'll do a tequila. If we have another tequila out there, we'll do 3 tequila shots.
I was gonna say.
If not, Mitch is gonna do 3 tequila shots or 1 beer bong race.
Wait.
Or 1 beer bong.
I was gonna say timeout. So no matter what, we owe a shot fun race for Borelli.
Bryce, do you want 3 tequila shots or 1 beer bong?
Whew.
Bryce, let us know in the comments. Do you want 3 tequila shots or 1 beer bong? Let us know, Bryce.
Bong, 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 bong. And if anybody, I mean, we might as well just say it. If anybody wants a jersey, it's 500 Venmo. What? Yeah, get some happy dads. Happy dad. Happy dad. Bryce B says, let's frickin' go, man. Let's rock today. Yep. Seeps, he's going to have to owe us another boot. He owes us another boot, man. A Patron boot from Bryce. Oh, dude, I can't do that. I can't. There's no chance, man.
Left or right?
I'll take righty. Pineapple. It's fine. Which one's that? Oh, yeah, it's fine. All right. I'm going to take down this shot fun race with Chuggy Bowl. And this is nuts. I would say right now, Bryce B, John Borelli. This is Bryce B still is the MVP today. He's still the MVP today. All right, so if you guys don't know what a shot fun race is, we got these beer tools here, right? Put the beer in. If you want your own, you can literally look up Shot Fun. Not a sponsor.
Hey, Ron, message our guy Wild One. I'm wearing his jersey today. Haven't seen him in the comments. I'm a little upset.
Yeah, where is Wild One?
I'm a little upset. I'm not going to lie.
NyQuil boot. No, that ain't happening. He said he wants a Patron boot. All right. You know what, Bryce? I'll make you a deal. Hear me out here. I'm going to pour.
4 shots in here?
I'm going to pour. What is it? How about this? We're going to do 2 shots of tequila in the beer bong with a beer in it. You down?
I mean, that's both.
Is it?
I said either a beer bong or 3 shots of tequila. And you just added them both together.
That's the tequila talking to you. Martin says, Wild One. Oh, if you don't know Wild One, that's Wild 114 right there.
Ron, message your boy.
Yeah, we're going to have to, I'll send the bat signal in our Mount Raidermore chat. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Who you got? Yellow or red? It's like one of those race car games out of the MLB game. Here, you want this one? Explodes. Oh, Bryce just said he's getting us turned up. Yeah, he's doing something to me. I'll tell you that right now. You ready?
2 shots and a beer under 45 seconds.
I'll try it. I'll try it out.
You ready?
I'm ready. Here we go. Who you got? Yellow or red? 3, 2, 1. Oh, God. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. 6 pound, 6 ounce. Doesn't even know a word yet. I tried. They don't call him Chugs for nothing. Dang it. I will take you down today. And I'll beat you at Shotgun too. Oh, dude, Chugs is nuts. Yeah, Bryce said Chugs, he's a killer. I'm telling you what, if we could, I think like what we need to do is we got to get like non-alcoholic beer with you, take you on tour, and just see how many people would challenge you to like a boot race. Can you beat this man? I mean,
Real beer by the 5th one.
well, that's what I mean. If it was non-alcoholic, maybe you'd still be able to do them back to back. Like, I don't know. You could do 12 boots in a day if it's non-alcoholic. You just have to pee a lot and maybe get rid of some other fluid.
Oh, yeah. So.
Ooh, I like this game. Yeah.
God.
All right.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. So we have another boot coming up as well.
Mr. Bryce B.
By Seeps. Now, $500 super chat boot on the spot. And we're volleying between me and Mitch. I'll take the first one, maybe the first 2, depending on how Mitch is feeling.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, man. So Bryce wanted 2 shots and a beer bong in under 45 seconds. Am I allowed to put the 2 shots in the beer bong?
Patrick.
What?
If we had a Chat Sports Beer Fest team, I would 100% be the captain.
Yeah.
El Capitan. He's got the eye of the Jew.
Perfect.
Bryce B said, Chugs, I'll fly into Dallas since I live 3 hours and come on the show. You can just appear on the show. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, I'd rather you not come on the show because then we have to delete the YouTube channel.
We'll do a double shot and then a boot and a double under 1 minute. So a double shot, a boot, and another double shot.
Yikes.
Damn.
Hang on.
Bryce trying to get me. Ooh. Bryce trying to get me loose. Let me know. MKF, if you know, you know. Cookies, cake, or pie. You got to marry one. You got to you know what one. And you have to you know what one another one.
All right. So if I got to marry one, I got to kill one, and then I got to do one. If it was up to me, I am...
Harry.
I'm probably going to kill pie.
Kill one, marry one, F one. Cookies, cake, pie. Killing pie.
That's what I said.
Marrying cookies, and he's just sticking it right in the middle of that devil's food cake.
Oh, dude, Harry's all about that Rihanna song. Cake, 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 cake. All right, so Bryce says, no, Mitch, 1 shot, then beer, then shot. Oh, God, that's worse. All right,
Oh, no, they're saying they want to F the apple pie. Dude, actually, I don't know. I might have to reconsider. I thought I knew what I had. Apple pie, though, is elite.
See, I love apple pie.
Apple pie with a scoop of vanilla.
See, that's different, though. That's, to me, it's like, I'm thinking of this as cookies by itself, cake by itself, pie. Like, to me, apple pie is good. But I also know there's like 10 cakes, 20 cakes, like tres leches, tiramisu, that cherry cake that I've never tried, but I want to try it. The German, like, chocolate. Like, to me, the amount of cakes that there are compared to the amount of pies, I'll take cake. And then cookies, I just...
Dude, but then pie, you have cobbler as well.
Dude, I mean, I love peach cobbler.
Is cheesecake a cake or pie? That determines this one for me. Is cheesecake a cake or pie?
I think it's in the name.
It's a cake.
Cake.
Okay. If cheesecake is a cake, then I'm killing pie.
No, like
if cheesecake is considered a pie,
nobody's going to come up here and say that I don't like pie. Like, everybody loves pie. It's just, to me, it's the third one. If I gave you...
Oh, Bilbrey, it's homemade pie. We're not talking about McDonald's little whatever pie.
Homemade cookies or a homemade cake?
All these are homemade. Not like whatever. These are like the best of the best cookies, cake, or pie.
Dude, I got the biggest sweet tooth.
Young Sav has the same question. We counting cheesecake or as a cake or pie?
It's in the name. It's a cake.
Harry, cheesecake, cake, or pie?
It's got to be a cake.
Cake? Okay.
It's not called cheese pie. It sounds way less good.
Cheese pie.
That sounds terrible. If I came up to you and was like, yo, I got this fire cheese pie.
Okay, I've actually heard of this before, heavy F&D. I don't know how I feel about this. Apple pie with cheddar cheese on top. I've heard it's actually really good. It's like it's like one of those salty sweet combinations that you don't think is going to be good. Like when you have like a pretzel inside of a cookie type ordeal.
But see, that sounds good.
I know. I mean, obviously because we think of like pretzels now with sweet stuff.
I mean, I guess like one of my favorite burgers I've ever had, it's super unhealthy, but instead of the buns, it's like Krispy Kreme donut.
Yeah.
Cheddar cheese on apple pie seems weird.
Right? But
I don't know.
I've heard it's actually pretty good.
That sounds like that might be our next food debate challenge. If we get apple pie and we slap a piece of cheddar cheese on top. My question to you is this. Do you think that you're going to like it more or less?
Martin, what does that mean? It's only a pie if it has a lid. Like the container?
No, I think like there's a top to the pie. So what's pumpkin pie? I've never seen pumpkin pie with a lid.
Yeah. Well, Martin's never seen pumpkin pie because we beat him in 1776.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, Martin. Sorry, Martin.
I kid.
I mean, if it wasn't for us, Martin, when I'd sneeze, he'd say Gesundheit. So,
strawberry cheesecake and pumpkin pie. But Peak Boogie, we just said, OLV Raiders Network in the chat.
What's up, Graf? Graf, what do you got? Cookies, cake, pie. You got to marry one, you got to kill one, you got to F one.
Let us know. Graf is in the building. Kill one, marry one, you know what one. Cookies, cake, pie.
I mean, if I actually have to F one, then it is pie.
F Sam. Sam. Kill one, marry one, F one. Cookies, cake, pie. Get your F Sams going in the comment section for me.
Yep. F Sam. I actually had the discussion outside right after you guys brought it up with Harrison. It's fuck cake, marry cookies, kill pie.
This is a family show.
Yeah, chill.
F cake.
We say F Sam for a reason.
Harrison's
sorry.
taking that Rex,
I was just playing the game
Rex
literally.
MD and right in the middle of that cake.
I'm saying if I actually have to F any of these, I'm F'ing pie. Like,
I mean,
if your friends walked in on you effing a cookie, weird. If your friends walked in on you effing a cake, weird. If your friends walked on you effing a pie, they'd be like,
Oh, like
all right,
a movie.
yeah. It's the least weird.
That doesn't. I don't know that makes it.
It's the least weird.
It just makes it easier to know what you're actually doing.
Also, I want to get your opinion on this. We were talking about this in the chat. Apparently, some people.
What's up, Peak Boogie? That's Sam.
Apparently, some people put cheddar cheese on top of apple pie. Would you try that?
No.
That's
that
what I
sounds
said. I said
hysterically bad.
I can't wrap my mind around
I heard
it.
it's actually pretty good.
Like I'll try it, sure. I don't think there's any chance that I would
idea
eat that
is, like,
consistently.
the saltiness of the cheese mixes like the salty sweet with the pie.
Nope.
No, just give me more sweet, like more sugar.
That's
and
what I
stuff
mean.
on top of it.
Like to me, like
Give
you
me
can't.
whipped cream.
Like if it's like one bite and you're like, all right, that's
Sam,
not
a big
that
cream
bad.
guy.
You missed the first part.
Graph in the comments.
What he said.
Yeah, he's effing a pie.
He's really going for it. But yeah, well, the thing is too. So cookies, you have to marry cookies because it's the only thing that you'd like actually eat like every single day, or like,
Right.
or not every day, single day, but
Peanut
like
butter cookies, peanut butter cake, or pie with cheddar cheese on top.
well, pie with cheddar cheese on top. I'm not. If you want to pay for my hospital bill, I'm not going to stop you. But until then, we're eating pie with cheddar.
Pie before. 100%.
There was no response from Tom, which leads me to agree.
There's no way.
Tom's like, we don't even need.
He still hasn't said anything.
Tom's like,
Tom.
we don't even need Cool Whip in my
Tom,
house.
marry one, kill one, F1. Cookies, cake, pie.
Do you mean actually, or do you mean to eat?
Yeah.
Tease.
Marry
Because
one.
this sounds like we're talking American Pie.
Marry one, kill one, F1.
Well, kinda that,
Cookies,
too.
cake, pie.
Pie can die.
Oh wow, it rhymes.
Yeah, it did.
Pie has fruit. That's why Tom doesn't want it.
That's what he said. I'm gonna marry cookies and pancake.
There we go.
Tom,
the correct answer.
Tom's
the
never
correct
touched
answer.
a carrot cake before.
Carrot cake is
Why do
elite.
I want vegetables in my dessert?
Carrot cake's elite.
That's salad. That's right.
It's not our resident New Yorker,
Hey, I'm walking.
Marshall Green.
Oh, I thought it was Foya. Bryce B.
Oh!
Had to message my brother Graphic Mayo. What do you mean Mayo?
Oh, we actually had another super chat. First time super.
At least that's what he says.
That's what he's saying. Watching for 3 years.
I'll
Love
take
you
a
guys.
drink, though.
Hotline Bling Dance.
What's that? I don't even know what that is.
It's the I know when that Hotline Bling.
I mean, like we
That
said,
could
if we
only
break
mean
the
one
record
thing.
today, we are getting, what is it? Drake floor seats?
Floor seats, and Mitch is doing the hottest gummy bear in the world. Which
I'm eating the hottest gummy bear in
yes,
the world.
which is why I'm surprised Wild One isn't here because he's been the one talking about the gummy.
Yeah, I'm worried because Ron was here for a little bit. And Ron, again, Wild One obviously scares the hell out of me. Ron is the most terrifying human being ever. Zahn, depending on what time he gets off work and when he's trying to turn up, scary dude. Podcast, you never know. But Bryce B right now is on a whole nother level. Bryce B is really trying to get this thing started. So
That's another tequila.
I know. So Bryce, I'm gonna ask. Here's the new deal.
Not tequila.
It's a beer bong, and then you're gonna do a tequila shot.
Let me go see if we have more tequila.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah, don't
drinking
drink out of this.
Not drinking out of that bottle.
Do we have vodka? Yeah, no, I can't do vodka either. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, dude, it's a nightmare. All right, so when Chugs gets back, I am going to attempt to do a tequila, beer bong, tequila in under 45 seconds, presented by yours truly, today's MVP, Bryce B. Wow, we did just get a brand new bottle of 18, huh? I mean, I guess it's not too new. It's kind of new. Oh, the Knicks guys? Yeah. I was going to say, I feel like we just got that like a week and a half ago. Oh, Bryce, I know I still owe. Believe me. This is the part of the game where I'm pacing myself. Y'all came out swinging. And I mean swinging. Here we go. All right, so we got some 1800. So Chuggy Bowl. I need you to get 45 seconds on the clock. Also, we still owe a boot. Uh-oh, you're sneezing. That's never a good sign. We still owe a boot.
Somebody owes a boot, and his name rhymes with Watrick Wheatman.
It also sounds like, zip 'em up! Zip 'em up! Who did? No.
Zip him up!
So for those of you that don't know, the reason why Seeps is doing boots for us today on the Raiders Report is because I bet Seeps that Texas would beat Xavier. And if Texas beat Xavier, then he would owe us a boot. What did I say? Yeah, Xavier. So, and then I said if Texas beats Xavier by 10, then he owes 2 boots. Well, they won by what, 12? It was a blowout. Wasn't even close.
I was scared it was going to be the 20.
Dude, I was scared for you. I'm not going to lie. There was a point where I was like, because that would have been 2 boots with a shot in each. Yeah, that would have been deadly. But, all right.
Do we have any Raider dye at all? Or no?
I think we ran out of the black dye. You got to get a different color. You went too close to green screen. Give me a different color.
All right. You ready? Here we go. 45 seconds on the clock.
All right. Wait, we already started.
Yep. 45 seconds on the clock.
I didn't know.
Dun 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 dun. Right under the time.
That was terrible.
Very nice. Wait, do I still owe a shot?
Yep.
Okay.
You still owe a shot. Seeps owes a boot.
Takira.
Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. All right, guys. I want to play. Man, who's down to play the area code game again? Is that orange for Texas?
Didn't think about that, but yeah, we'll do it.
Orange for
It's
Texas.
actually off Fireball.
That's cap.
The cap on this app.
The cap on this hat.
All right. So, what flavor is that?
I do have to say, I do feel a little.
I can't smell anything.
I do feel like a little hoed by Seeps right now. I
Uh-oh.
noticed this on the last boot. He definitely poured some of the Happy Dads out.
You think?
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. He definitely didn't pour all 3 of the Happy Dads in there. We'll let it slide, but.
Listen, I'm a man of I would never do
Boot
that.
don't lie.
Boot don't lie.
Boot don't lie. Raider Ron is in the house. Ron said, I'm back. What are the deals again?
Seeps, do you want to go ahead and read the deals off to our lovely, lovely Mount Raidermore member, Mr. Raider Ron?
Yeah. So we got $100 beer bongs,
Yep.
$200 shot fundraise. Have you guys done that yet?
Yes.
Yep.
Who won?
Chugs.
Chugs in. Yeah. $300 shoe beer.
If Graf is still here, Graf, these are the shoes that I wore when you passed out on my floor, and I took a picture, and you were really upset about it. But these are the shoes. Same ones. I brought these in for a reason.
Mitch was like, oh, I have a great idea. I brought in these really old shoes to do the shoe beers. I said,
perfect.
why didn't you just buy really cheap new shoes?
Honestly, all right, hear me out. That grosses me out more.
New shoes.
So hear me out.
Okay.
These I know I've washed in my washing machine before. If you go to Walmart, buy cheap shoes, you don't know who's tried those on. That grosses me out.
All right. That's
You could just wash them.
I didn't have time to wash them.
You didn't have time to wash these.
I've washed these like a few months ago. But I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Yep.
I'm saying if you were to go to Walmart right now, get a pair of shoes off the rack, no chance I'm doing that.
I'd rather do that than old shoe.
You don't know whose feet have been in there.
It's true.
Oh! Seeps, are you ready to bang? Are you ready to bang?
I'm ready to bang.
Because
Raider run bang! Shoe beer for the nation. Mount Raider Moore showing up.
The best Raider.
Raider Ron is. That's your favorite name?
That's my favorite.
And
And
guess
Jo-
what? We're 100 away from another boot.
John Borelli.
You guys know.
Yep.
You guys.
Yep.
John Borelli. Seeps, if you could take 2 steps to your left. There we go. I need to get a jersey for my fellow Fresno State fans. Need Fresno on the back with Devontae Adams' number in black. Can y'all make that happen?
Yeah, I mean, 17 still available. So
Wait, but he's saying he wants a Fresno State jersey.
I need to get a jersey for my fellow Fresno State fans. Need Fresno on the
Oh.
back.
Oh, okay.
So he's saying, so you want to mount, I want to get this correct, Borelli. So Fresno 17 on the back. 17 still available. So if that's what you want, the way that we do Mount Raider more jerseys is 500 Venmo, Borelli, which you're on that list already, so you know. If you want a Fresno 17, hell yeah, we can make it happen. Also, if that ends up going down, we're getting really close to me doing the gummy bear. For those that don't know, here's the jerseys on Mount Raidermore. We got Buddy Bear, number 1. I know I'm burping all sorts of tequila right now.
We have
Buddy Bear. Tua talking about Choco Bear, Raider Ron, Lucky Irish, Wild 114, another Raider Ron, of course. We got Rebel, who's in the chat today, number 20. John Borelli, who asked the question. Trivan 24. Ty Bones Davis at 44. And then Hellcat Q 69. If you don't know what this is, what we're doing here is every 500 Venmo, you get your jersey here on the Raiders Report. I rep it. I rock it. And once that jersey number is taken, it's taken. Only on Venmo, correct. Yeah, not Super Chat, only on Venmo. So,
Let me get you a trash bag.
yep. So I got to do a shoey here.
I'll take down the boot.
You ready to take down that boot?
I am ready.
Are you going to beat your time of 20 seconds? It was 20.5.
20.5. All
All right, how about this? Are you confident?
right. Confidence, probably about like a 65, 70% right now.
All right, so here's what we're going to do, okay? If you beat your time, Chugs has to do the next boot.
Okay.
If you don't beat the next time, I'll do the next boot.
I got you.
Okay. I need it. You should also wash your hands.
I got you.
Make sure you wash your hands.
Now there's more. Now there's motivation.
All right, here we go. Seep's about to take this down in 2 seconds.
Let me get 5 seconds.
Here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. If Seeps beats his first time of 20.5, Chugs is doing the next boot. If he doesn't, I got to do the boot. This is close. Oh, man.
That last bit was strictly food color.
Oh. Well, I got the next boot. Oh, you're good. Make sure you go wash your hands. I will admit, the food coloring does have a taste. It does have a little bit of a taste. Also, if we get to the record today, guys, I will do the Gummy Bear Challenge. It is the hottest gummy bear in the world, 6 times hotter than the chip. If you want to know when we're going to do the chip, it's on Tuesday. Yep. And I have a boot. Oh, Christ. I'm going to have to pee after this. Y'all know the rules, man. Y'all know the rules. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Peak Boogie says, let's get it, Mitch. Come on, guys. Let's get some Raiders in the chat.
Can I get a Raiders?
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to knock down this shoey. Okay? Got to knock down the shoey. And then I do want to get a mailbag because we do still technically need a mailbag for those that don't know. So it's hashtag Raiders or Super Chat.
For those of us that don't know.
For those of you that don't know. And Borelli's saying to check my Venmo. I'll do that after the shoey. This shoey is presented by Raider Ron. If you guys haven't already, if you don't know who Raider Ron is the Mount Raider more. Like, he is
He's
the
George
GOAT.
Washington.
He's George Washington. He's the guy who really got this show off the ground. Flew out to see him last year. It was probably one of the coolest weekends I ever had. These shoes are definitely not clean.
Yeah.
But Ron is sending the biggest Venmo ever. I think he's like got 3 out of the top 5. And anytime he does this show, and I want y'all to know this, like when I message Ron and ask him, I don't know, like why do you do what you do? His answer is always like, I want to have a good time with Raider Nation. So if anytime you guys see Ron in the chat, make sure you say like, hey, appreciate everything you've done for this show alone because Ron has helped this show grow a lot. But also know that Ron is a Raider fan just like you and me, and he's just about having a good time with the nation, and I think like that's what makes family special. So, Ron, the shoey's for you, my guy. And if I get athlete's mouth, I'll blame it on you.
This one's for Ron!
Let's go. Let's get those Rons going. Somebody said any news. Unfortunately, not really.
Raider Ron. Raider Ron.
How about this? Every person that spams Raider Ron, Chugs will give you a shout out. Let's get it.
Let's rock today.
And we are 100 away from another boot skadoot.
A boot, scoot, and boogie.
A boot, scoot, and boogie. All right.
No, Raider Ron, you're the GOAT.
No.
Sarah Otto says Ron.
Come on, get those Rons going.
Hannah Palacio says Ron. Random Productions. Ron.
Get those Rons going.
Raider Reese says Ron. Lost 10 says Ron. Javier Naranjo says Ron. Philip Wright, Rudy G, Rebel Montana.
Raider
Rebel
Ron the GOAT.
Montana.
Get those GOAT emojis going.
Lewis, you nasty, says Raider Ron.
Get
Nada.
those GOAT emojis.
Austin Cortez. Martine. Mr. Forever 420. Robert Jansen. The Right Network. Austin Cortez. Bryce B. Peak
Mr.
Boogie.
Bryce B.
Alton Charrington. Jerome Munoz. All saying Ron. Jeremy. Javier. Jared. Gilbert. Mejia. All. David Zahn. David Zahn's in the chat. There's some Zahns in the chat. My man Zahn is here. And if you haven't seen already, we're trying to... today's a special day. We are trying to break the Chat Sports record for most revenue in a single month. We haven't told anybody exactly how much we need to get.
The amount of chuck hair in these shoes is disgusting.
But Zahn, Ron, everybody in the chat, we do have a little bit to go. We're not halfway there yet. I'll let y'all know that. We are not halfway there yet. We're not halfway there. We're living on a prayer. We're not halfway there yet.
Oh, God. It hurts so good.
John Borelli says, Ron.
I'll tell you this.
You know what? Actually, with the Venmo, we might be halfway there. Actually, I don't know. No, we might still not be
We're
halfway
not
there.
halfway. We got a long way to go.
Hey, Raider Ron, right? Somebody's got to wake up Wild One. Today's the day that he can buy the gummy. He's been talking about the gummy for weeks.
The gummy is on the table today. The Gummy Bear Challenge.
If we break the Chat Sports monthly revenue record, Mitch is going to eat the gummy during the draft, I'm guessing? Into draft?
Oh, God.
End of one of the days of the draft?
We can end it on one of the days.
Or maybe it's safer to just do it on a live.
My only fear is I don't want to do it like middle of round 1, Raiders straight up, and I can't talk, right? So, hang on. I'm going to message Wild One in our group chat. Hang on a second here. Mount Raider Moore at Wild One. Where are you at?
All right.
All right, I just messaged Wild One. Ron's on.
Oh!
I want y'all to know we got a Ron, and now we got a David Zahn. Bang!
Bryce B is asking Mitch, do you have Zelle?
Yeah.
Bryce, if you're trying to get a jersey and you want to use Zelle instead, go ahead and message me on Twitter at Jeremy Chugs so we can get you Mitch's Zelle information, because I think Mitch doesn't want to put that out. Because it's connected to his email and phone.
So I have Cash App.
I
I got Cash App, PayPal.
But yeah.
If you need Zelle, though, I can do it.
Bryce B, if you need Zelle, if you don't have the other two, message me on Twitter at Jeremy Chugs. I'll get it figured out for us here today if you're trying to get a jersey. Let me know.
All right. We're gonna get through this today. That's another beer bong. Actually, that's the boot. Oh no. Alex just found out.
Zahn just bought a boot.
Alex just found out.
What'd she say?
She sent me the eye emojis. She said, I just turned on the show.
No, babe, I'm not drinking.
I know, I told Alex, I'm sick today. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm not feeling that great. But I said, we're going for a record. I know anybody out there, if I was a Raiders player and this is like week 18, we need this game to get into the playoffs, I'd want that mother effer to be out there on the field. I don't care who it is. I want them out on the field giving their all. If we weren't chasing the record today, not going to lie to you, I probably would have called in today. But I was like, man, we gotta get this thing going. We got to get this thing going. Borelli, I see you, believe me. Oh, man. Yeah, Alex, what is that?
Happy.
That's a happy guy? Yikes. Oh, dude, I already have to pee. My problem is I'm scared to go pee right now. I am scared to go pee right now. All right, y'all. So Zahn sent that in, which means I got to knock down this boot. After this boot, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'm going to make some room, okay? After that, we got a huge announcement from John Borelli. So if you guys want to really put those drinking pants on, you're going to have to stay put. Buckle up, Buttercup. Today's show it's going to get nuts. It's already getting out of hand, but that's what Raider Nation always does. And I want y'all to know that I don't want to be up here. Jeremy doesn't want to be up here by himself either. Like, I hope y'all are at home having a good time with us. I really, really hope so.
Bryce, I just looked it up on Twitter. I can't find it, but message me on Twitter at Jeremy Chugs, and we'll get it figured out. Add me on Twitter at Jeremy Chugs.
Yeah, put your link if you need to in the chat. All right, this one right here rolling in from Mr. David Zahn. After this, quick bathroom break, and Chugs, you're going to have to take over then.
Do we give...
What? No, I want to wait until after. I want the full experience. Yep, Zahn, you already know. So, you guys know how this thing works, man.
if you're not Bryce B and you just want to add me on Twitter, you can go ahead and hit that link right there. But Bryce B, I'm putting my link in the chat for you.
We still have a mailbag to do.
Yeah. Bryce B, I put my link in the chat. Follow me and message me on Twitter if you're trying to get that jersey.
We still have a mailbag to get to. We'll get to it. I promise you that. Shot clock is on its way. Oh, God. Artino.
Shot clock engaged.
Artino. So there was a good month that Artino went balls to the wall. I mean, Artino was probably top 10 heavy hitter up there with Mount Raider more, man. Zahn said, bro, it's going to get messy. So, Zahn, I don't know if you know this, but I said if we break the record today, which we're not quite halfway there yet, but Chat Sports record for the entire month, I'm going to do the Gummy Bear Challenge. The Gummy Bear Challenge, if you don't know what it is, look it up. 6 times hotter than the chip. 6 times hotter than the chip. Saying that out loud, it doesn't even seem real. Like, we're going to do the chip again on Tuesday, Trace and I. It just doesn't even seem real. All right. Are you almost ready? Because I got to do this boot, and then I'm going to have to go.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. Let's get some Zons. Let's get some Rons. And I think today...
Get some Zons in the chat.
Today might be a John Borelli Mount Raider more day. He's killing it again today, man. He's killing it again today. And we got some Dolphins fan in there. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Let's get some Raiders in the chat. Get that Dolphins guy out of here.
Yeah, Ben, you're getting in timeout where you belong with all the other little kiddos. As Mitch is taking it down. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Come on, Mitch. You got it. Oh.
I'm pushing.
You got this.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm 9 months pregnant at a Taylor Swift concert right now.
Only the real ones know. Oh. Hey, Raider Ron saying Borelli should be on Mount Raider more. I mean, if you're the inventor of Mount Raider more and you're saying that, pretty high
Ron's
praise.
got a vote in.
Pretty high praise.
Ron's got his vote in. Borelli, if you want to go for Mount Raider more today, you let me know in the chat. We can make it happen. But you got to impress Ron. Sounds like you've already done it. Oh, boy. Yep.
And he did it. That a boy.
I'll see you later.
That a boy, Mitch. Yep. Sergeant Fighter, the classic 555. Triple nickel, thank God it's Friday, gents. Let's go. TGI Fridays or Chili's? Which one's better? I'm saying Chili's. Definitely not Applebee's. If you're Applebee's, you're a cop. TGI Fridays or Chili's? He said, thank God it's Friday, gents. Let's go, nation. I gave this show 4 chuggy heads. Godspeed, everyone. Godspeed, you, Sergeant Fighter. Let's freaking go. Let's go. And Mitch has gone to the restroom. You know the rules. Them's the rules. Ow! David Zahn Bay!
David Zahn is in the building.
There's some
He's
Zons
in
in the
the
chat.
building.
There's some Zons in the chat. There's some Zons in the chat. There's some Zons in the chat.
Let's go.
Jeffrey
Let's go,
said-
Raider Nation.
Jeffrey said he had Chili's last night. Hey, the 3 for me? I don't know. That's a lot of shots for our boy Mitches Renz.
Mitch's Renz. Dude,
I don't want to do him too dirty. I think I'm gonna do tequila for him if we're getting 50s.
What's the bet here?
It's Mitch has gone to the restroom. It's shot clock.
What's the price?
Every 20 is a fireball. Every 50 is a tequila.
Wow.
Look, if we get another 100, I'll do a beer shot fun. How about that?
A beer shot fun for another 100?
If we get another 100, I'll do a beer shot fun. How about that?
We just stocked up on Happy Dads as well.
What's up? All I hear about is Raider Nation loves to party. It's Friday. Let's party.
A Raider party never hurt nobody. That's just the way the Raiders rock. Hey, hey, hey. Raider party never hurt nobody. That's just the way the Raiders rock. Marsh is trying to get down. He has a game tonight.
I'm trying to get lit.
Oh! John Borelli!
Bang!
And Bryce B. Tino! Bang!
A Raider party. I don't know the rest.
That's just the way the Raiders rock. A Raider party never hurt nobody. That's just the way the Raiders rock. Hey, 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 it's Friday. We're getting weird. We're getting weird. Let's go.
David's on. What the hell is up, my man? David's on. We got some legends in the chat right now.
Oh! John Borelli! Bang! Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Hand me that gun, Harry. Hand me that
Yeah,
gun.
do the red one. Mitch is using the yellow.
Happy Dad? I got full cord gun.
Ooh!
A Raider
Party
party.
never hurt nobody. That's just the way the Raiders rock. Hey, hey, hey! A Raider party never hurt nobody. That's just the way the Raiders rock. Hey, hey, hey! A Raider party never hurt nobody. That's just the way the Raiders rock. All right, I'm gonna do a couple of tequila shots for Mitch because he's already not. I'm gonna do a
Bryce
couple.
Bryce B, this is for you. I challenged the nation, and they answered the call, like they always do. Like they always do.
Ooh. Oh. We had a little discharge from the shot button. Ooh.
They're not cold enough.
I saw it explode out.
They're not cold enough. I'm not gonna lie, I threw up a little in my mouth.
Oh my God. Oh, dude, Mitch is gonna be effed when he gets back.
It literally squirted all in my mouth. And I choked on it.
Oh.
It was in and or around my mouth. I gotta go. I'm gonna throw up.
I'm not saying Mitch is or isn't yakking right now. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't. But I'm taking a shot for him.
Did you see that?
Dude, it exploded. That hit the uvula. That hit the uvula back here.
I literally threw up a little.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. We have Biker Chase in the building. Oh, shit. Biker Chase. Oh, he's already locked and loaded. Biker Chase. I'll take a shot with you, Chase.
We need one more.
Woo. Ah. Spicy.
Next one that comes in, this one's for you.
Oh, he's got a beer bong ready.
I got a beer bong ready. Next one that comes in, this is for you.
Woo. Woo. Mitch is going to be effed as soon as he gets back. I don't know what's going on in the restroom. We're not ending today's stream until we hit the record for chat sports in a month.
Next one that comes in, I'm doing the beer bong out of the helmet. Beer bong out of the helmet for the next 50.
Oh my God.
David Zahn.
Yo, Chase! Oh my God.
It's ready to go. It's ready to go.
Oh, he's got it ready. He's got it locked. He's got it loaded.
Make Mitch proud.
Hundo for the beer bong in the helmet
I'll do it for 50.
for 50.
I'll do it for 50.
We're doing beer bongs for 100. Biker Chase is doing it
50%
for
off.
50.
50% off.
50% off until Mitch gets back. If not, I guess he's just going to pour it
There
out.
it is.
Oh!
There it is.
Rustin! Long! Bang!
Bang!
Real one for life. Raider Nation for life. Let's go. Let's get some biker chases in the chat. Biker chase. Biker chase. Biker chase. Biker chase. Oh, there we go. There we go. Locked and loaded. Out to cause some problems. Oh, there we go. Oh, Mitch has some reckoning. Mitch has some reckoning that he has to do whenever he gets back. Woo! Before he gets back, we're chilling today. It's happy hour. I love chilling out, listening to some music, going to some live music. I want to know, who's your favorite musical artist or band? Let me know in the chat right now as we get some biker chases in the chat. Oh, I was about to say, I don't know what's going on. I didn't know what you were doing for a second. Is it still lint?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
What did you say?
I said, is it still lint?
Lint? Like a lint roller? Lint?
That's what I said, lint.
You said lint, like a freaking lint roller.
Yeah.
Lint. L-E-N-T.
That's what I said, lint.
Very good.
Yes. That's how they say it in Tulane.
Tulane.
That's how they say it in Tulane.
No.
Woo. Mitch, I got some bad news for you. You got a little bit to do. Our guy David, hey. Our guy Zahn, he effed you. He effed you. Our guy Borelli said, "Hold my beer." Bryce B said, "No, you hold my tequila." Artino said, "I have a Four Loko. Hold up a second." Borelli said, "I do as well." And Rustin Long said, "Give me that old English." The good news is we paid a little bit of it off. I took 2 tequila shots.
Okay.
Chase did a beer bong.
Okay.
Marshall did a shot fun.
Okay.
So you owe 4 tequila shots.
Oh my God.
That's,
All right.
that's it. Just 4 tequila shots. That's all you owe.
All right. We're gonna power through,
Yeah.
and that also means we are 100 away from a boot.
I'm not shitting you.
I'm not shitting you.
That's for me. I'm not, unless water. I don't know. People are not talking apparently.
Wow.
Oh, sorry for that. That was bad.
I don't know what that was.
All
right. So how many do I owe?
That was my coupe keyboard.
I owe 4.
Yes.
That means you're doing the next boot.
You just did the boot, so it's my turn now.
All right. I'm just saying the amount of liquid.
I will once we get the boot, which we're 100 away from a boot.
The amount of liquid I got out of my system.
I was gonna say once we get the boot, whenever I go fill up my boot, oh bless you. Whenever I go fill up my boot, I will have to go use the restroom before my next one, or else
All right.
I'm not.
I'll
gonna
make you guys a deal. Okay. I'll make you a deal. I'll give you 1 chewy or 4 tequila shots. What do you guys want? I mean, dude, Tex walked into the bathroom. I'm like, I don't think I've ever been this drunk and sick before in my life. What do you guys think? You get a shoey? Or do you want a tequila?
Ron said he's not gone yet.
Oh, Ron is...
He's chilling today. Mitch has got the jersey on.
Oh, dude, like I said, I had to wear the Ron today. If I'm going to go for the record, I got a Rock Raider Ron.
They said, can you just pour the shots in the shoe?
4 shots in the shoe? All right. I'll do this, but you guys got to make me a promise. We're beating that record today.
Oh. Wild One is yet to enter the chat, and he's the one that wants to break Or he's the one that wants the gummy bear.
We're breaking the record.
Have you messaged the Wild of One?
I did. I messaged the Wild of One.
Wow.
All right. Dude.
That's something. What
We're-
you're doing right there, that's something.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bryce B, they're all wanting to know how much more do we need?
4 more boots, basically. 5.
5 more boots,
Boots today are 500 apiece.
and we need 5 more of them to break the record.
Oh, God. I'll see you on the other side.
Oh, in the shoe. In the shoe. And just letting y'all know, Mitch said, oh, don't worry. I have some old shoes that I can use. Not a new shoe.
I'm not going to lie. The shoe might help because it soaks some of it up.
Did you pour lime in there as well? Okay.
I had to.
Oh. If you're going to spew into this. What movie is that from?
I don't know.
If you're going to spew into this.
I don't know. All right.
If you know, let me know in the comment, what movie is that from? If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. We are about to get to the part, though, of the show where if you guys want to start popping up here and taking some shots for me, some beer bongs and shit, we might have to get to that point. We're getting close, man. We're
so close.
we're getting close.
Excuse you.
That one hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Bryce said, you can be my hero, baby.
Also, can we roll through all those super chats one more time?
Yeah.
I want to give thanks. I want to give thanks, man. Jeffrey said you should put a countdown to the record on screen. Ah, man, it's a large number. So I feel like putting a large number, it's just
Jailhouse Crew, you got it. Cryptocabra, you got it.
what?
Martin, you got it.
What?
Of what? If you're going to spew into this.
Oh yeah, Wayne's World.
Party time.
Wayne's World.
Party time.
Wayne's World.
Excellent. John Borelli, Bryce B,
Oh, Bryce B. He's been killing it today. Man.
are Tino, John Borelli, and Rustin Long.
Oh, dude, I tell you what. I feel like if we get the record today, we're putting Borelli on Mount Raider more. I think Raider Nation always shows that family comes first. They can rally together. If you guys want Borelli on Mount Raider more today,
And he's proved himself already today.
I mean, Borelli has been probably one of the heaviest hitters in the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
He always watches the show. He watched the entire season.
And I mean, you've seen what Borelli's done in the chat so far, but what you haven't seen.
And this is where we're going to take this show. So if we break the record, Borelli is going on Mount Raider more today. So if you guys want that to happen for Borelli, then let's get this thing going. Because with this is a big one, okay? And this is going to put us at about 4. After this one, we're 4 boots away. We'd be about 4 boots away.
A little bit more than 4 boots, but yes.
What do you mean? Give or take? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Math's not my strong suit.
Just a little bit more than 4 boots, but yes, 4 boots.
All right. If you guys haven't already, I want to get some Borellis going in the chat. Let's get some Borellis going in the chat. And I also see Raider Ron. When Raider Ron asks something, he gets it. So Ron wants to know, go through the Mount Raider More members.
You got Raider Ron.
Do we have the graph? We got the graphic. there is there is George Washington himself, Raider Ron. And then I'd probably say Wild One's probably Abe Lincoln. Zahn and Ron were the first two people that I even thought of the idea of, okay, let's start this, I don't know, insane club of people that deserve to have that recognition on this show to help it get it kickstarted. And, I hope that there's a time where it's 10 years from now and this show is I don't know, we got 1 million subs and we can still go back and look at these crazy days of what we used to do. But Mount Raider More, it consists of our guy, Raider Ron, who's in the chat. Everybody, shout out to Raider Ron. David Zahn, who those were the first two OGs. And then I really think Wild One stepped up, became a part of Mount Raider More. And then it was Trivan, who really showed up during the regular season. And I mean, holy shit, Trivan went insane. And then Raiders Podcast.
Raiders Podcast
showed up at the end of the season as well. John Borelli is making his case. And I think if we break the record today...
I do have to say, John Borelli...
I know. If we break the record today, Borelli's in.
John Borelli, the only one I've met potentially on Mount Raider More if we break the record today. The only one I've met in person.
You met Borelli?
Remember, we went and... I think so.
When have you met Borelli?
I think he came down here and we went to a bar with James.
No.
Totally wrong.
I mean, I wasn't there.
Maybe not. Maybe I haven't met him.
No,
but I feel like I have.
I mean,
that's all that matters.
I think the cool part is you feel like you get to meet all these people, right? Like you get to meet all of Raider Nation, and the more and more crazy shows that we do, the more and more crazy shit and shenanigans that, well, we get how much to get on live from Artino. I mean, Artino, if you want to come on this show and start drinking some beers, we can make it happen. If anybody, I'll tell you this right now.
For that, go ahead and add me on, because I don't have the other stuff set up, but go ahead and add me on Instagram. It's the same as my Twitter, @JeremyChugs. And I can FaceTime you in.
Trivan just said, all right, I will try to get in. So Trivan just messaged me, and again, if all 5 Mount Raider More members send in a $100 super chat, it's an automatic boot.
Yeah, John.
We've already got 2.
Haven't met you in person.
You're thinking of Mercedes Renz.
Yeah, I'm thinking of somebody else.
That's a different John.
Yeah. I thought John, and I was like, I've met John before.
I'm like, no, yeah. I'm like, if you met Borelli without me, I'm pissed.
The thing is,
I'd be pissed off.
He said, the thing is, you haven't.
Borelli should have went with it. He's like, oh yeah, dude, we went out.
You don't remember?
We got together. We had a hell of a time. So
Casamigos.
All right, guys. I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop a big one here from Borelli, which is the reason why he's up for contention yet again today to get on Mount Raider More. And then we're going to do our best to muscle through a mailbag, and then
we'll see.
We'll see what happens from there on out. So if you guys haven't already, start spamming John Borelli. He is up for running today to get on Mount Raider More. If we break the record, Borelli will get on Mount Raider More today. So, this one's rolling in from John Borelli. Bang! And then... Oh! Get the Borellis in. Trivan, since you're here, we're going for a record today. Most Super Chat Venmos ever made in Chat Sports history. If we break that record today, Borelli gets on Mount Raider More. Borelli has been one of the heaviest hitters this offseason. And now, because of that, that's 2 boots. Mathematically, that's 2 boots. So,
Yeah.
you got to do one. I'll do the other. And then we're going to power our way through this mailbag. And with that, we have a Raider Ron, a David Zahn, and a Tri-Van 1 Hundo. If we get a podcast and a wild one, that's an extra boot on the house. That's scary. Ron just messaged Tri-Van in our group chat and just put a whole bunch of flexes and some beer emojis in there. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Wild One said he's working until 6:15. So 6:15 Wild One time, which is 5:15 our time. So he's got to work for another hour and a half. We might have to stay for another hour and a half. I think we're getting there, though. We're getting there. We are about... We're getting close. We're getting close. We just got to keep on. This is the point of the game, though, where if you guys, I'm telling you, if you're like, hey, man, call me in. Let's do a beer bong. Let's do a beer boot. If you got a boot at home, or if you're down to do 3 beers on this show, how about that? Artino said, I'll chug a beer. Artino, are you down to chug 3 beers live on the show? Are you down? Rebel Montana said, bang, bang. Borelli. So Borelli, he sent in his 15 or 500 on Venmo. He's going to get a Fresno jersey, so it's going to say 17 on the back. Or it's going to say, Fresno on the back and 17. So we got another jersey added to Mount Raider more. Wow. EA Sports just fired 800 people. That's crazy. That is crazy. EA Sports just fired 800 people, even though they made $7 billion in net revenue last year. That's crazy. It's kind of sad, honestly, man. It's kind of sad. Raider Ron is all in on Borelli. And if Ron is supporting, then Borelli, you got the right guy in your camp, man. I know that. You got the right guy on your side. All right, y'all. So this is what we're going to do. If you guys could, Chugs is going to knock down a boot. I want to make sure that we have significant questions for our mailbag coming up here. If you watch the mailbag on a later date, I'm sorry. It's probably not going to be the best mailbag you've ever seen. But, hey, you know, it is what it is. So, if you guys haven't already, use hashtag Raiders or Super Chat. Get your questions and comments on our mailbag. What do you got?
Happy Dad.
Yikes.
Beer. Oh, I was like, what am I standing on?
Yeah, dude, this bag is a mess. All right, so what kind of beer do you got?
Bud.
Oh, God. Bud Light? All right.
The Bud of Light.
The Bud of Light.
Let's see. Recession Time, Later Gator, Porcupine Tree. Are these band names?
I think.
'Cause I'm asking, who's your favorite musical artist or band? Who's yours?
I mean, my favorite band, I would probably say, man. I like 3 Days Grace. I like The Devil Wears Prada. Those are like my OG names.
The
My
movie?
God. No. There's a band. Screamo. God, I can't think of the Breaking Benjamin. So Breaking Benjamin, if you've ever heard of them, they're actually from my area. And I know the father of Benjamin, I guess is how I would put that.
You know Benjamin's dad.
I know Benjamin from Breaking Benjamin's dad. He owns a hotel in my hometown. Yeah, it's small town shit, but
Benjamin's Hotel?
No, it's called the Pine Barn.
Dad Rock, Metallica, Tool, Dirty Heads.
Oh, man. I think Wild One just said he'll be here in 10 minutes. Yikes. Wild One's about to be like, yeah, I got to go to the bathroom. And he's just sitting in the stall, waiting. Oh, shit.
Hey, someone was yelling bang in the bathroom.
That wasn't you, was it?
He was by himself, but I don't know what's going on. Oh,
I can't smell. What flavor is this?
this one's lemon lime. Mikkel, can you guess what his favorite band is?
I would say it's the Chili Fires.
Yep.
That's it. It's the Chili Fires.
Asking Alexandria, Slipknot, Judas Priest.
Asking Alexandria, big
The
fan.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Asking Alexandria is another one.
I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Sublime, J. Cole.
Okay. Again, if we break the record today, Jeremy and I get to go to Drake in Dallas.
Drake.
Dude, Drake's
up there.
probably one of my favorites. I'm not going to lie to you. This one's rolling in from Driving Bang! Get those Tribe bands in the chat. This is a shit show, man. I'm telling you what. This is a shit show. Get those Tri-Vans going. Did I make a super chat yet? Tri-Van, how's your lacrosse team doing?
What's the record?
I think he said their regular season starts in May, but they've already started to practice. Yeah, I mean, if Tri-Van's here, you never know what's going to happen with Tri-Van. Honest to God, though. Tri-Van, how's the team doing? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? How many Chucky heads for the following 3 draft scenarios? Trade down, draft Jalen Carter, draft Chris Gonzalez, draft Will Levis.
Oh, wait, no,
For each of them.
trade down.
To trade down, 1, we do just win babies. 2, I would say for Jalen Carter, trade down. I actually think like the Raiders probably wouldn't take Carter at 7, but if he was available, if they started to slide down and the Raiders traded back, sure. Like to me, if I'm the Raiders, I do trade back because I think Carter is a prospect. If you're able to get him in the teens, you love that. If you're able to get a Devin Witherspoon and Joey Porter Jr. or Chris Gonzalez later on, you love that. Will Levis, you get him in the teens, yeah, you're probably going to like that as well. So I'd say out of these 3 prospects, the guy that I would say has the highest chance of getting drafted by the Raiders would probably be Chris Gonzalez because big cornerback need. He's long, he's lanky compared to David Long Jr. and Duke Shelley. Let's go to Clash with Zeus. Today, Ocean World would have been 45. Wait, would have been 45 moment of silence. Ocean's World. I mean, you know, that's we've done this show for a long time. We've done this show for a long time, and I think it's always kind of wild to me. You know, you get to know certain people. You get to know certain people who watch the show all the time. Ocean World watch this show all the time. So, man, RIP's in there, man. Also, my dad has entered the chat. Ron is spamming Zon. I think we got to do this boot race before this gets out of hand. Before we are just, I feel like right now my credit cards, I got a lot of payments due, and I don't want to get filed back there. So, are we doing a boot race?
You want to?
I hate you. You ever race your little brother and you're like, I know I'm going to beat him and I know I'm going to give him a head start? That's the look Jeremy just gave me. All right. You ready? All right, you at least got to give me a head start. Oh, man, here we go. I don't know if I finished one. That was the worst head start I have ever been
I
given.
give you a second head start.
Oh my god. That's like you racing Anthony Richardson and it's go. You get one step. I gave you a head start. Oh, jeez. Dad, are you down to pop on the show and take a few shots? If everybody wants to say hi to my dad, he's the guy, he's got the same last name as me. He copied me, but Richard Renz. If you guys want to say hi to my dad, he's in the chat right now. Shout out to Rich. Dad, are you down to come on the show, giggity, take a few shots? Dude, this boot. This is not good. Those tequilas I did earlier are hitting me right now.
Hey, we still have a mailbag. Use hashtag Raiders or super chat. Mailbag coming up next. Here on the Raiders Report.
Oh, man. What's up, Dad? I got Nada. Ah, shit. Rustin Long, Pat Valdez, Jeffrey Kreiser, and this one rolling in from Eric M. Bang! F it. Raider Nation for life. Here is a question for the OGs. Which live show was crazier? Kenyon Drake or Amir Abdullah? Bang! All right, I like this question.
The OGs, the real ones, know.
Which one was crazier, Kenyon Drake or Amir Abdullah? Type KD for Kenyon Drake.
He's bearing the lead on this one.
Or AA for Amir Abdullah. Which is the crazier
I'm
show?
not going to tell you why, but just let me know. KD or AA, the real ones know the real answer to this.
I like this one. This is a good one. This is a good one right here. Also, we're 300 away from a boot. I'm just going to start pouring up shoeies.
Shoeies?
Oh, dude.
Oh, God.
This is a disaster. I need Artino to step up.
Woo!
Zahn, I can't remember either one. So,
Correct answer, Zahn. Correct answer.
UConn says Amir Abdullah.
Oh, good luck tonight.
Production says KD.
I mean, good luck this weekend.
Husker Raider, Amir Abdullah. Eric, Amir Abdullah. Lost, Kenyon Drake. Pat Valdez, Kenyon Drake. Oh boy, Wild One just said, how many left for a royal flush?
Him, podcast,
That's it.
and that's it.
My dad said, please blow your nose.
Yeah, thank you, Rich. You see what I've been dealing with all day? And the worst part is, he's not feeling well. Our other host, Chaz Senior, also not feeling well. Guess who sits in between those two? Your boy.
Yep.
Add 5 to that.
Yeah.
So we're 2 away.
Oh,
And now we
man.
can finally sing it, though, because we are. Oh, we're
We're halfway there.
Oh, Take my hand. We'll make it,
Yeah,
I
I
swear.
swear.
Oh, living
on a prayer.
Living on a prayer.
Remember, if we break the record today, I got to do that freaking gummy bear. We're going to do it.
There's no crying in chat sports. You damn straight. Rich, please take over Chugs.
No, so my dad said that I am a terrible singer, which I know. He said you, though, are actually listenable to. Is that the right verbiage?
Maybe.
Like, when you sing, it's not bad. When I sing, it's really bad.
I actually made the chat sports choir team here.
Oh, yeah?
It's me, Petey, and Tex.
Wow. It's definitely not Will.
Tex is the bass.
I mean, I don't know what that means. I don't know. Tex looks like he can play a mean clarinet.
Zahn is saying he wants to see my feet.
Hey,
Zahn, do you want to see my feet?
yikes.
For 100, I'll show you, Zahn. For 100, I'll show you. Just let me know.
The group chat right now on Instagram. Yep. So Wild One and Podcast are what is needed for the Royal Flush. That's what's needed for the Royal Flush. Which I think is a great time to bring up that we still got to get this mailbag
Yep,
done.
we still got to do a mailbag. So, #Raiders, or you can super chat your questions. Get on the show. Eric saying yes. Pat saying yes. Let's see. Random Productions saying yes. It sounds like they want the feet, Mitch.
Yikes. I mean, we did a belly button shot before.
David saying 100% he wants to see it.
So for those that don't know, Zahn hates feet.
He only likes my feet.
No, only Jeremy's feet, in fact, yes. Yep. He actually gets mad that the North Carolina Tar Heels, like, other logo isn't Jeremy's foot.
Yeah, straight up.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Zahn, when he, like, his Christmas wish list is Fireball, Jeremy's feet.
Wild one.
What? Oh boy. Yeah, we got the Wild One jersey on for Chuggy Bowl. Wild One, while you're here, I think now's a good time to we're gonna reveal a number, okay? I said
I think it's exactly
yeah. So
this many.
yeah. So this is what we did today. We went live a little bit earlier today because we are getting close to setting a chat sports record for the most super chats Venmo ever made in an entire month. Okay, that's just us being real with y'all. And if we break the record, Chugs and I, we get to go to Drake here in Dallas. Floor seats, pretty cool. But also on top of that, if we break the record today, Borelli's going to get on Mount Raider more. He's already had an incredible day. He's had an incredible month, 2 months, 3 months.
Raidermore has convened on this subject as well.
Zahn said he's good with it. Ron said he's good with it. So,
Trivan said he was good with it.
Trivan said he was good with it as well. And on top of that, if we break the record today, I'm going to do the gummy bear. The gummy bear that you've been asking for.
And you know what? If we break it today, while you do that, I'll eat corn the long way.
I can't laugh. I can't breathe when I laugh. I got so much liquid in my lungs. Giggity.
I'll also eat corn the long way.
Oh my God. Dude. All right, so the number I'm going to throw out there is a big one, okay? We are still, so we're doing beer bongs today, $500 a pop.
Wrong item, but yes.
What did I say?
You said bong.
Yep, that's definitely wrong. Beer boots, $500 a pop. We're 4 beer boots away. 4 beer boots away
and each of them are 500. So you can do the math of how much we are away from breaking the Chat Sports monthly revenue record. Not for Raiders, for all of Chat Sports. And you know what? We actually looked
Honestly,
it up.
I just want to see you eat corn the long way more. I'm more interested to see you do that than anything else. It might be a thing. Like we did boots for 1,000. We might have to start doing stuff where we'll eat corn the long way for a certain number. I'm in, man. My dad said, go get some Vicks Vapor Rub. Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. It's been a marathon of a day. It's been a marathon of a week.
Rich, don't worry. Alex said as soon as Mitch gets home, she's going to roll an egg all over his body and then crack it open. It's going to be the black egg.
What is that?
You've never heard of that?
No.
It's like a old, like, not wise tale, but it's like a old, like, not modern medicine way of, like, in the olden days, they would roll an egg all over your body, crack it open, that's supposed to, like, release all the toxins from your body.
Really?
And it was very famous in Aztec culture,
So go FAU.
as well as a lot of people in Louisiana.
I gotcha. Sarah Otto said she'll come on the show and take some shots. I appreciate that.
You can just take the shots.
I need some help, Sarah. We need some help. Are you available now? Because technically, we still owe a few drinks from Trivan and Eric M. And with that,
Yeah, it's a wives' tale, said Raider Nation 94. Black magic, said Goonies.
I've never even heard of such a thing.
Random Production says his mother-in-law does that. I've seen it before.
All right, Random Productions. Are you friends with your mother-in-law? You can tell us. It's okay. Say Louisiana again. Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Oh, God. Oh, it's called a...
Abby actually loves the way I pronounce Louisiana. Is that right, Abby? Is it Louisiana? In Baton Rouge?
Oh, dude, I can't laugh. I wish I could laugh. I literally can't right now. I literally can't. All right, guys, so here's the deal. This is what I want. If you're available to come on this show and take a few shots, I want to be able to get through this mailbag here.
Oh, that's good, Random. I'm happy for you.
I want to be able to get through this mailbag here. So if you want to come on the show and do some shots, chug a beer, send in a super chat with your Instagram handle. I think that's probably the easiest way. No?
Or just add me on Instagram.
Or add Jeremy on
Chugs.
Instagram.
We have the first family of Raider Nation. Sarah Otto, take some shots for us. Let's go!
Always.
They're always down to party.
Always
down to party.
I'll tell you what, you guys are saving our ass today, man.
Let's go. You're what? He said he's whooping the Steelers' ass in Madden right now.
Oh, thank God. I hate the Steelers. Being from Pennsylvania, that's probably one of my most hated teams.
Hey, thank you, Sarah.
They're just
Always down to party, always down to get crazy. Sarah Otto, we salute you. We salute you. And Keith Roscoe, happy Friday fun. Happy Fun Friday, Raiders fans. Where are we at in the month total now? We are
2,000 away.
Yes.
All right, so how about this? Let's oh no. Do we go to it now?
I think we have to.
All right.
Check it and let me know. This is what we just got.
Oh God.
Let me guess. Yep.
Yep. All right, y'all.
I think we might need some other people in the office to come in here and help out for 1 second. Maybe just for one.
Yeah, this show is about to get nuts. You guys, there's a reason why Ron is built different. There's a reason why.
Anything.
There's a reason why.
Yeah.
I literally am a loss for words right now.
We're we're bringing in the troops.
Guys,
We
let's get some Rons in the
we
chat.
called Tennessee. Davy Crockett, the volunteers are here.
What I just missed?
Because
$1,000?
from Raider Run Bang! Oh! Oh! I didn't know that was Tom.
I'm like, Will's back.
I didn't know that was Tom.
I'm sick. I know.
Oh my God.
We got a new company record.
He's
Raider
got it
Run!
on. He's got it on.
Hi, Mitch. Quick announcement. I have got 2 floor seats to the Drake concert on June 24th. They're yours, Jeremy's.
Let's go. Let's go. We're going to Drake. Mitch is eating the hottest gummy bear in the world, and I'm eating corn the long way. Let's go. We're eating corn the long way. You heard it right. It's exactly what you think.
Oh, man. That was nuts. Dude. Oh, dude. So Jeremy's got to eat corn the long way, and I got to do the hottest gummy bear in the world. On top of that, John Borelli, Mount Raidermore.
John Borelli, official, a member of Mount Raidermore.
John Borelli is officially Mount Raidermore.
Drop your corns, drop your Rons. Let's go. I think they might be more excited for the corn than the gummy.
I think.
I think they're into the corn.
And this is why Ron's the GOAT.
Oh.
This is why Ron's the GOAT.
Oh my goodness.
What was crazy was I saw it coming because in the group chat, I saw Ron message everyone and was like, we're getting there. Ron's like, we're getting there. Holy shit.
The real question is, do I just do corn or do I do like a street corn?
A what?
Like a Mexican street corn.
What?
You know what that is.
A Mexican street corn?
Yes.
With like
all the stuff on the outside. Eat it the long way.
I mean, yeah. You mean like when I think of Mexican street corn, I think of like mayo.
Yes.
Some like tahini.
Yes.
A little bit of butter, whatever.
Yes.
You just
some lime.
Yeah. I'm down, man.
They call me Cornholio.
Oh, dude. I mean, so I got the hiccups right now.
And let me go get this really quick. Hold on. Let me go.
Yeah. We're going to go get the boots. Oh, sorry. Raider Nation 94. This is nuts. I think Ron now has 4 out of the top 5. Biggest ever.
Wild One doesn't even have to pay for the gummy anymore.
Dude, I mean, Wild Ones. That even makes me more Scared. Because Wild One said he was saving up for the gummy. If you guys don't already know, Ron's insane, man. I can't even believe this. Oh, dude. Ron's nuts, man. This is nuts. I got to do this freaking gummy. I'm scared. I'm not going to lie to you. I am terrified of that gummy bear. I also got to sneeze. Ron's getting a shoey. Elotes con chile. We can make it happen. I think, though, that also speaks volumes of Ron wanting Borelli and Mount Raider more. Borelli, I think for your initiation, if you're down, Borelli, okay, we're going to... I
know we just did.
Oh, dude, it's unbelievable right now. Honestly, if we were to think about where we're at, started on Earth,
I'm not gonna lie, I did spill a little bit.
went to Mars, okay? Then we were in Jupiter, Saturn. After this, even though it's not a planet, I might be near Pluto.
Wild One, I'll find a new goal to torture you. I'm flexible.
Oh, thanks, Wild One. You're so kind. Oh, man. After this, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, to the bathroom.
Oh, I thought you meant like just leave it all in general.
Oh, man. Let's celebrate Borelli if the rest of Mount Raider more agree.
I think we got everybody but production in the chat.
Yep.
Everybody said yes. Wild One, I believe, is saying yes.
Yeah. I mean, Ron just did what he did. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we might just change this show to the Ron Report.
The Ron Report. I wonder what the SEO on.
That's probably pretty good. Las Vegas Rons? The Las Vegas Ron Report. Keith, oh my God. Raider Ron. Dude. Let's celebrate Borelli getting in Mount Raider. I mean, like, that's what Mount Raider More's about. Raider Ron did that for Borelli. Like, that's some legendary shit, man. That's insane to me. All right. I'm going to beat Chugs this time in the boot race. You're not human. There's no way you're a human being. Oh my God. There's just no way. Oh, Borelli. There's just no way. There's no way. Pat Valdez.
Oh, for the first time ever.
I like this. For the first time ever, John Borelli, member of Mount Raidermore. Everybody spam Borelli in the chat. You're disgusting. I was like, I might have him. Bryce B says I'd school you, Mitch. You probably would. I'll say this, though. Pound for pound, strongest liver in the galaxy, Morty. But Chug and Boots, that's Chugs. It's in the name. John Borelli, I'm going to finish this one for you, and then I'm going to go tinkle.
It's all in the throat. It's all about the throat. Whew.
All right, I'll be right back. Then we're going to try to do this mailbag.
Yep. We'll see about the mailbag. We might have another video saved for. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Oof. Borelli's flowing in. Rightful place atop Mount Raidermore. John Borelli making all of Raider Nation proud. Random Productions, pause. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling full. I'm feeling full. Yep, I'm feeling full. This is what it feels like to have a baby, I guess. Right now. Hannah, I get your pain. Oh, God. Whew. All right, well, Mitch is gone. Well, first of all, you know the rules. But I want to let you know. What would be your last meal? Let me know. Ronald says, Chugs, I would challenge you when I was in my 20s. Yeah, I'm in my 20s right now. Twisted said, keep that energy for the chug, or keep that energy for the corn, Chugs. Let me know, what would be your what would be your last meal if you could choose? A plate of stuff. You have a couple different things. What's on there? Random Productions says a steak. I wouldn't mind that. A tomahawk. Chicken flautas from Pat Valdez. Ooh. That's my fiance's favorite. She loves a good chicken flauta. Artino. Excuse me. I'm sorry, with the 10-piece. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Husker Raider with the 10. Congrats, Borelli. Welcome to Corona Nation, Chugs. Welcome to Coronation, Chugs. Has Mitch started to practice his GBR yet? His GBR. Honestly, I'm a little inebriated. Can't remember what GBR stands for. Let's see. Prime rib. Chugs, I'm 45. I'll challenge, but not corn the long way. Bryce, that's the only way to eat corn is the long way. Corn sideways says BP. Artino says prime rib. Ooh, Raider Nation 94. That might be a strong case. Chinese takeout, some General Tso's chicken, some pepper beef, some shrimp fried rice, a little lau mein. Damn, that sounds good. Seafood platter from El Loco Uno Barilla. Oh, wow. That's what it's about right there. John Borelli, he says do it for the nation. Do it for the nation. I love to see that. Berea, a huge bowl of rice, eating one at a time. That's smart, Robert. Beto, he's connected to people. Tropical Remy says prime rib. 209 says quesabirria. We have a bet. Go Big Red. Go Big Red. I don't know what. I don't remember that bet. Mitch probably does. I, at the moment, do not. Let's see. Dry-aged steak. Ooh, Nada says dry-aged steak with the sauteed mushroom and onions. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Let me know. Prime rib with Chinese food. The Chinese takeout is the hitter. I don't lie about, or I agree with you on that one. Raider Ron, Borelli, it's all about the nation. Flex on them. Say birria. Birria. Let's go linguine with white clam sauce. A sneaky pick by Robert Jansen. Not my favorite Italian food, but whenever I get it, like usually whenever I go over to my fiance's family's house, we'll get Italian food and we'll get a bunch of different things and we'll just take like a little bit of each. That's a really good choice. Some churrasco, spaghetti. Jason says, I eat spaghetti the long way. Tomahawk steak, medium rare, and a 2-pound lobster. Rack lobster. Let's see. As Mitch Ez Renz It's back.
We're back.
What would be? Answer the question for us all here. Sorry, I'm a little.
The mailbag's not happening.
I'm a little twisty. Yeah, I'm a little twisty right now.
I just want y'all to know. Mailbag, if that's what you tuned in for, I'm sorry. You ain't getting it.
Yeah, I'm a little twisty.
I'll say this, though. All right. I got another. I want to go for another, I don't know, like
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Let's go for another 30 minutes.
I'm down.
Every one hundo from here on out, because we broke the record.
Shoey?
Shoey.
Okay.
Shoey from here on out. Every time. How about it's not even doesn't even have to just be a one hundo. Every time we get to 100, I want to put. I told y'all.
Well, you actually do owe a Shoey right now.
I owe a Shoey. Perfect.
Johnson and 250s while you were gone.
That's even better. So I'll get.
But before we get to this, I do want to ask you this question, because Jeremy Cole says mesquite grilled ribeye, loaded baked potatoes, steamed veggies with butter. Your last meal. What would it be? What would it consist of? You can have a big plate. You can have a couple different items. Your last meal. What are you going for?
Man, like, am I at this age? Because I feel like if I'm an 86-year-old man, I don't know, like, if I can eat what I can eat.
You can still eat like you can still eat whatever. You're not constricted by your age.
All right. So to be honest with you, then, I feel like my final meal would just be as many different kinds of burgers as I possibly could have. Like, it wouldn't be a steak dinner. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good steak dinner, but to me, a good steak dinner is also about the experience, right? Like, you sit down, like, I'm there with Alex, like, it's, you get a few drinks, like, it's about the experience. If it's, like, my last meal, I'm going to say, give me as many different burgers as you possibly can. And I just, I love a good sandwich, I love a good burger. So that's probably the route I'd go.
The one that it resonated with me, and let me make sure, Raider Ron says bacon and eggs. Ooh.
I do love a good egg sandwich.
Fun fact, Raider Ron, I had a little BEC for lunch today, salt, pepper, ketchup, and some, salt, pepper, ketchup. Mm-hmm. It absolutely hit.
Oh, dude.
It absolutely hit. But the person who resonated with me, Raider Nation 94, Chinese takeout.
So you know what's funny? My cousin Amber, who she's right now, she's from obviously where I'm from, Central Pennsylvania, but right now she lives in North Dakota. Like, she's like right on the border. She told me when she came down to Dallas that she had her first Panda Express experience, and I was like, well, what'd you get? She's like, oh, I got the orange chicken, the sesame chicken, and then I don't even remember what she got, Beijing beef. Mm-hmm. And she was like, she's like, it was incredible.
It's really good, actually.
Dude, Panda would be one of those sneaky things where it's like, final meal, it would be in consideration. Like, I love Panda. Panda can get it. Also, I see some people saying, Artino says, oh, shots, drink up. You want to take these shots?
I'll take the shots for you if you can.
All right.
Artino sent in a 10.
Artino sent in a 10.
John Borelli sent the first 50 before you left.
Well,
and then he
like
sent
I
a 50
said,
while you were gone. So
this one's for Borelli.
I'll take the 2 shots, one for Artino.
This one's for Borelli.
And then one for Husker Raider. Congrats, Borelli, welcome to the Coronation. Welcome to Coronation Chugs. And then you maybe might have an answer for this last part. I didn't know what
his GBR yet. GBR. Gummy bear.
He said something about Big Red.
His GBR yet. What is GBR? A 30-pack of Natty Ice. Is that what that is? I don't know. A GBR.
He said something.
Small amount of peas. Small amount of peas.
He said we have a bet, go Big Red.
Go Big Red?
Is that Nebraska?
Oh, okay. All right, so
I had no idea what that meant.
So
But I'm taking shots for
to be honest,
Artino.
Husker, this is on me.
Husker,
I'm in another world.
this one's
right
for
now.
you. Husker and Artino. They took
So,
it part of the shot clock.
Husker and I, we got a bet going on. So the receiver from Nebraska, I want to say his name's Trey Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Trey Palmer. He gets drafted what in the first 4 rounds? Is that what it is? First 4 rounds he gets drafted?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the bet. I just want to make sure I'm right, Husker. The locals bet. Here, let me go on locals to make sure. I don't remember
What's
it exactly.
locals?
What? You don't know what locals is?
Dude, I've
Brandon
never heard of
Jasper
it.
knows.
I've never heard of that before.
You've never heard of it. Interesting.
Dude, all I know, I heard it's for, weekly extra live shows, in-season
All right.
pick'ems.
Here's
and
the exact bet.
interaction at
Trey Palmer bet.
RaidersReport.locals.com with Mitch.
If he goes after round 4, Husker Raider is going to send in a $100 Venmo. Likely when there's a tuna clock. If he goes 4th or earlier, I need a real deal go big red from you, Mitch.
Pretty high stakes.
I mean, a real big deal go big red. So I got to scream go big red. I feel like almost got to get it like a whole pack of gum.
I'm not lying. Whenever Tom came in with the dolphin suit, I really thought it was Trace because he was in the chat earlier and he was like saying he was going to come in. I thought Trace came in with the dolphin suit.
Honestly, I didn't know who it was. I actually thought it was Will. And then I was like, well, Will left. So I was like,
Will, all right, every 50, I'm doing a tequila. Tequila.
I mean, if Sperry would be in that dolphin suit, it'd be a great white.
I don't know if Sperry would fit.
I don't think he would. I mean, can you put a praying mantis in a dolphin suit? I don't think you can. I don't think it's even possible. All right, this one's for Borelli. You owe 2 shots. This is for Borelli. What a wild day, man. We broke the record. I just can't even believe it.
Most chat sports rev in a singular month.
The worst part about these, the amount of Chuck hair. Like, come here real quick.
I believe you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
There's extra protein in every
The good
one.
thing about these though, the shoes that Mitch brought last time to do them had like holes in the side and it was falling out. This, it's like a solid, like they're like Van style shoes. So it's solid on the side, so no spillage in these. I do have to say, when you have like running shoes like the Nike or Adidas ones, they sometimes have the holes in the sides for like breathability, and the beer just flows out the side. You remember the ones that you had that we did
Yeah.
like I think the first time?
There's no breathability in those.
Yeah.
You're suffocating in those.
It's
I can't breathe.
suffocation, no breathing,
Mitch going for a beer hairball. I'll tell you what. We're going for something today, man. If you guys haven't already, take a second. Just give a shout out to Borelli. Give a shout out to Ron.
This is my last resort.
Give a shout out to every single one of Mount Raider more, but also Artino showed up big today. Sarah Otto stepped up clutch. Eric M.
Mm-hmm.
Eric M was just wilding out. Also, to Eric M's question, which we never revealed the answer.
Oh,
Kenyon Drake or Amir Abdullah?
it's Amir Abdullah.
It's Amir Abdullah.
And
It wasn't close.
it wasn't close.
The reason why it was Amir Abdullah is because we went live for when the Raiders signed Amir Abdullah. And then, like 30 minutes later, the Raiders traded for this guy called Devontae Adams.
Mm.
And that was it. Shit got wild. What? St. Patty's Day.
Shit was actually fire.
Oh, dude. Last year was nuts, man. What up, Alan Cruz? If anybody's watching right now, we got about
25?
25 minutes left on today's live show.
And we're not doing a mailbag cut today. That's okay.
Yep.
But how about we just get some hashtag Raiders? Let's get some back and forth.
Let's get some questions.
I want to hear from y'all.
From here on out, the only
Raiders questions or questions about the NFL or just questions you have for me or Mitch.
Or you can send in your area code, and if we guess it right, if I guess it right, Jugs drinks. If not, Dion Bush going back to the Chiefs.
Did that Amari?
Is it?
Total Amari.
Is it?
I don't know. I think maybe you just broke the news to Harry. I don't know.
I just saw it, so.
Harry, Dion Bush.
I see it.
Total Amari.
Also, I got to add some. I think we might be getting close to auctioning off this boot right here. I'm going to add Borelli on here.
Oh, we're so close.
Oh, dude. The closeness that we are,
I'm not shitting you.
it's kind of staggering right
And
now.
Martin, we actually talked about this on a prior show and on the rumors cut that we did earlier in this live show, actually. But Martin, is Jalen Carter really worth the risk? I mean, he was kind of projected to be the #1 pick in the NFL draft for a reason, Martin. He's a really good player. I'm not going to lie to you. He's a really good player. Probably the best interior defensive lineman in this draft. And, Mitch?
Some would say it's not close.
Yeah, some would say that. The only part about it is, like Mitch has said before, the focus hasn't been there the past couple months, and that worries you because this is probably the most important couple months of that young kid's life.
Like I've been saying, you got one job, right? For every single person out there right now, what's your favorite thing in the world? Like, honest to God, is it, I don't know, like if I said, hey, you got to give up drinking, you got to give up 420, you got to give up sex. Would you give up
For 6 months, and you can create generational wealth for you and your family.
Like, I don't care what it is. I literally don't care what. I'd give up all three. If you told me that I'd be able to make millions upon millions of dollars.
I would go on a liquid diet for 6 months if it meant that I could be a millionaire and get a contract worth $24 million.
I get, Carter, though, from where you're drafted, like top 5 to you potentially falling out of the top 10. I mean, it is. It's
a lot of money that
it's
you're
millions
losing.
of dollars. But not only that, like, you want to be able to, the higher you get drafted, the more leeway you have, right? Like, I think one of the biggest reasons why Cleveland Ferrell hung out on the Raiders as long as he did, because they were like, well, shit, we drafted this guy at number 4. So, because of that, like, Tropical said, not giving up sex. Tropical, you tell me right now, I say, hey, I'll give you $25 million, don't have sex for 6 months. Your hands work, right? So, like,
I was about to say, some would say they should already get $25 million.
Dude, like, I don't care what it is. When millions and millions of dollars are on the line, and it's not only money for you, it's like Jeremy said, it's life-changing money for generations. Like, I don't even think it's difficult. If I had some random millionaire, if Ron popped on this show and said, Mitch, I'll give you $1 million to not have a single drink for the entire year, done.
We're doing water boots.
It's not even close.
We're doing water boots, and it's not even close.
It's just, one of the things I was frustrated with Carter was all you had to do was not screw up. Not screw up, and you're a top 5 pick, locked and loaded.
And it's not even the events that happened
and
before.
he screwed up.
It's not even the events that happened before with his reckless driving that is linked to the death of a Georgia football player and staffer.
Sure.
It's the fact that on top of that, he couldn't finish his pro day. He came in 10 pounds overweight.
Yep.
Like, if you're telling me you're so out of shape and you want to be the #1 pick in the NFL draft, what major sports league is going to pick somebody first overall when they're out of shape? I can't think of a single, maybe curling? I can't think of a single I can't think of a single.
Ron said, no water boots. Believe me. There's at times where I was like, a water boot would hit really good right now. It would hit really good right now. But, I mean, the one thing that I love about these Happy Dads, like, I'm not kidding you, it's the less seltzer, it's the electrolytes. If you're trying to chug, not a sponsor, Happy Dad's the way to go.
And honestly, with beer, the one problem is I'm drinking so much liquid.
Yep.
But when you drink a ton of beer, the one problem with that is it actually dehydrates you.
Yeah.
With Happy Dads, with the electrolytes, it actually does give you some hydration as well.
It does. It really, really, truly does.
Rebel Montana wants to know, have our Super Bowl odds improved with the recent move? They've actually gotten worse. The latest odds, our boss actually sent it in.
So the last time that I checked, I know the Raiders were 30-1, and then they signed Garoppolo, and it went to 60-1. I would say now, I haven't checked, they're probably like 50-1 odds. So the Raiders' Super Bowl odds have gotten significantly worse.
I was
going to
say, our boss sent it in the other day.
Yeah.
About the win-loss totals for each team.
So the Raiders win-loss over under 7.5.
Okay, yeah.
So Vegas put the Raiders win-loss total at 7.5. Would you go over or under 7.5 wins for the Raiders? What would you think? Over or under 7.5? That's tough.
It's like my heart says over.
Of course.
And my mind says under.
Until I see the Raiders draft moves, because based on what we've seen from free agency and free agency alone, I'm going to go under.
And the one shred of silver lining, the one shred of like, oh, this could be something good. The Seahawks were projected to have the #1 pick in this year's draft.
Sure.
They blew the draft out of the water last year, drafting their starting 2 tackles, a starting running back, 2 starting corners, all in the same draft.
Yep.
And it vaulted them into the playoffs last season. When preseason, they were supposed to have they were supposed to be the worst team in the entire NFL.
You got to hit in the draft.
Obviously, Geno Smith also played very well last year.
At a high level.
But when you get 5 starters from the NFL draft, your team is going to be better.
Sure. I look at the Raiders' offense this year, and I do think that the Raiders' offense is just about as close to what it was last season. I like the addition of Austin Hooper. I love the addition of Jacoby Myers. I think the Raiders have arguably improved on offense, but their defense has gotten worse, right? So after the draft, if you're able to make some of those key draft picks and you're able to get better, well then that changes the equation. But right now, if I was a better 7.5, unfortunately, I'd probably bet the under. The only other glass half full that I can go with, is the Raiders lost so many one-score games last season. That doesn't usually happen. What?
Oh.
What?
That's hard. Sarah. Okay, so Sarah Otto wanted to know.
Okay.
Sarah, I don't even know.
What?
She messaged me and she said, hey, my husband wanted to know how much you would charge for the Jim Otto jersey you have signed by you guys. That's so tough. Sarah, it's tough because Raider Ron bought me that jersey.
So that's a Raider Ron special.
Yeah.
So Ron,
I honestly I don't know if I could give that one up. I'd have to buy a new Jim Otto jersey and sign it for you and then send it. So it would be a little bit more than $500. I'm not gonna lie.
Ron wanted Chugs to have the Otto.
And honestly,
if it wasn't for Ron, it'd probably be different.
I love Wild One. I love all of Mount Raider more. That one's special to me because that's the first jersey I got from. That's the first. Well, the first Raiders jersey I got was a Jerry Rice jersey whenever I was 5.
Okay.
That one's thrown away because it
doesn't fit you anymore.
Well, yes, but also it was the old one where like the numbers peel off. So everything peeled off and we just ended up throwing away. The first Raiders jersey I have as an adult was Jim Otto, bought for me by Raider Ron.
That's special.
So it's kind of special for me, and it's my favorite jersey that I have right now. Out of every jersey in my closet, like I have Arsenal jerseys. I have some Rockets jerseys. I have some Astros jerseys. That's probably my favorite jersey that I have in my closet is that Jim Otto jersey.
Yeah, I mean,
so I would have to buy another Jim Otto jersey to sign and send you.
I would say, like, honest to God, if you want like a Sarah Otto jersey,
Yeah, I mean, I would. We could order another Jim Otto jersey, sign it and send it to you, but it's going to be more than 500, and I don't know what that number is right now. I'd have to talk with Mitch after the show whenever I'm not fucked up, but I just know I can't give away my Jim Otto jersey right now. I can't.
I think that's fair.
Because it's Ron bought it for me, and it's my favorite jersey right now.
Yeah. So Sarah, I would say if you want, your own jersey for us to send off.
What was your first jersey in the comment section? Let me know.
That's a good question.
What was your first
very
jersey?
first Raiders jersey?
Or just jersey in general.
Well, your first jersey in general. Honestly, I think my very first jersey.
It's special because Raider Ron bought it for me, and it was like.
I don't even know my.
It was my first. It was the beginning of the season.
Brett Favre?
It was my first season. The first season of me being the full-time Raiders producer.
That's true.
So it's got multiple levels of specialtivity to me.
Silver Ice said Howie Long. I mean, my first Raiders jersey I ever had was the Derek Carr jersey. Bo, Marcus Allen from Husker Raider, Woodson from fucking DD.
Sarah, you're pulling at my heartstrings right now.
What'd she say?
No, I'm just saying, like with that.
I get it.
With that question, I'm just like.
Yeah, Sarah. I would say
it's.
I'd say we can get you a Mount Raider Moore jersey. We didn't plan on doing double zeros.
Yeah.
We could probably get a 00 Jim Otto, and you could sign it.
Yeah.
Deal probably remains the same though. So.
Well, I'm saying for us to sign it and send it out.
Well, it
and
wouldn't
do
be
all
your
the
jersey.
extra stuff.
I'm saying we would order a new one. Like it would be.
Yeah.
Another.
But I don't know how much we would charge for that, just because there's a lot of extra.
Well, no, I'm
steps
saying
in there.
it would be it'd be like a Mount Raider Moore jersey.
Yeah.
That'd be the deal, Sarah. Mount Raider Moore jerseys, 500 Venmo. Rebel, appreciate it. Let's go to Robert. Trade back, pick up a first and a second,
I
and
love
a
you,
third
Sarah.
or a fourth.
I love you, Sarah, though.
Our first two picks, Gonzalez and Cansey.
You and your husband, you're like the first family of Raider Nation.
I mean, Sarah watches the show a lot. I just think, unfortunately, a lot of times we have to make tough calls. We got to do what we got to do, So Robert said, trade back, pick up a first, a second, and a third or a fourth. Our first two picks. If we were able to come out.
Sarah said the first jersey she got was a Williams one.
Okay. If Gonzalez and Kelee Ringo were the Raiders' first two picks, I would love this freaking jersey. Or I would love this draft.
The one thing that's making me a little less on the Cansey train.
Okay.
He's got T-Rex arms. That scare me. And he's undersized.
So is Aaron Donald. I mean,
I know, but
dude,
but it's like, is Aaron Donald the outlier in that occasion?
Probably. Aaron Donald's better than J.J. Watt. Like when you think about best defensive players of all time, chances are Aaron Donald's going to be the outlier more than that. But if Kelee can be a Pro Bowler, and you're able to get him and Chris Gonzalez, who's another player who I think could be a Pro Bowler,
yeah,
man, you're good. You're good.
Let's see. Me says, I've been wanting a Tatum jersey for a minute. Jack Tatum from Pat Valdez. Mr. M says a Khalil Mack jersey. Woodson from James Moore. Raiders Ortiz. Jerry Rice. Same with me. That was literally the first jersey I've ever owned.
Really?
Ronnie Lott. Yep. Raiders Jerry Rice jersey. Was the very first jersey I ever owned.
Oh, boy.
Woodson, then McFadden. Seawood. John Borelli says Jerry Rice as well.
Okay.
Howie Long from Eric Ferreira. Marcus Allen from Husker Raider. Tyrone Wheatley from Big Black. Very cool jersey. Let's see. Randy Moss from Martin.
Dude, I think the first jerseys I ever owned.
Oh, wait, no. He says my first was a Marcus Allen. I now have a Randy Moss. Tim Brown from 209.
I think Brett Favre was the first jersey I can ever remember I know my dad got me a Michael Vick Falcons jersey.
Actually, funny. We my older brother is a huge Packers fan. My oldest brother is, and he actually for his like as a wedding present, me and my other older brother bought him a autographed Bart Starr picture.
Oh, that's pretty legit.
And growing up, he had a Brett Favre jersey. It wasn't mine, but did you ever do in school where it was like the living museum where everybody had to choose like a historical figure and then you dress up as that figure and come to school and like do research on it?
Yes. I did one on Jackie Robinson.
Mine was Brett Favre, and I wore my older brother's jersey and had Levi jeans on.
Okay.
But now looking back with everything that's happened now,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny to think.
You should have put some cash in your pockets.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, so guys,
Stab,
we got
this
10 minutes left.
And stab red dot. This is not a pre-recorded stream. This is live right now.
Yeah, we're live somehow.
Prove it by picking your nose right now. All right, cool. It's live.
We are live. Somehow. So this is what I want to do.
Zahn just is spamming D's nuts.
All right. I want to go back to the area code game or Raiders questions. So this is the game. Every single super chat that we get with an area code on it, or I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Or if you just comment it below, that's how we're gonna end today's show. I gotta sneeze again.
Bless you.
And I don't even know how many we're away from another shoey, but we're probably close. So we're going to play a game for the last 8 minutes here of this live show.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
What?
I've been kind of just in my own zone eating corn the long way, and I didn't even realize we had 8 minutes left. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm in a whole nother
That was a
realm.
That was
there's
a
the Milky Way galaxy, and then there's
that
where
was
we're
a
at.
hiccup. That was a hiccup burp.
Yeah, dude, this has been a hell of a day.
All
So
right.
if you see any area codes and you want to put them up on screen, cool.
303.
If you super chat though, it's a guaranteed we'll put you up on screen. It's probably just the easiest way.
All right.
The way our graphics work.
303.
303.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that's probably Illinois.
Denver.
Denver.
Denmark.
Darius Gonzalez, he's getting it. Darius says 559.
559.
I would say with a 559.
8675309.
Because you said that, California.
Yes.
That's for you. What do I have left here? I got.
Genie.
Wow, we're down to the last
Oh,
happy dad.
that was a super chat.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Mr. Darius Gonzalez.
Darius Gonzalez.
Mr. Darius.
Let's see.
Let's go to the next one. What do you got?
We've got the 714 from me.
714 from me. I'm going to go Las Vegas, Nevada.
Santa Ana, California, next to
son of a
Orange
gun.
County. Also, Santa Ana, we're in Texas.
Cheers.
Viva La Tejas kicked Santa Ana's ass.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a super chat coming in from Papaya Man 89.
408. Yep.
All right. Can't look at his profile pic. For that reason, I'll go with California.
Yeah.
There we go. If I get it right, Jugs drinks. If I get it wrong, I got a drink.
Ooh, we got a couple coming in now.
Got a few.
719.
All right, Artino 719. We had one earlier, 714. I think that was California. So for that reason, California.
For that reason, no. It's Colorado.
Ah, dang it.
That's a you drink.
Yep.
John Borelli.
The newest member of Mount Raider
It's
More.
going to take me a second to get used to that.
The newest member of Mount Raider More, John Borelli. It seems it's like good, But you know, like when you get change, you know what this reminds me of? When I was in high school and you put like the date on like a paper, like a test, and it's like the new year. You know, you're so used to writing, back in my high school days, it would have been 2009, 2010. Well, now I'm writing the new year. John Borelli, Mount Raider more. I like it. I like it a lot.
559. Do you have any guess where that is?
I think he's from Fresno. That's probably California. Borelli being a real one, man.
Yeah. Pat Valdez, acknowledge me. 303.
Raiders. 303 from Pat. PV. PVC pipe. P. Plymouth. Because of that, I'm going to go with Massachusetts.
Close. Denver.
Should have got it.
Rebel Montana. Rebel Montana. Rebel Montana.
All right, so he's got Evie. And because it's in the name, I'm going Montana.
You think. It's not.
Really?
You're the only 10 I see.
What did Rusty Nail just send in? I don't know what Alex is doing right now. Hang on a second. Hey, I'm almost done. I'm live on the show. I'll call you back.
I'm looking for Rusty Nail. I don't see it.
Rusty Nail just sent in $275, but I don't know what that is. It's like $10.
Oh,
What currency is that?
Rusty, what? Yeah, what currency is that?
What is that? I have no idea.
I'm gonna try to copy and paste that and see what it says.
I have no idea what currency that is. Is that like Bitcoin?
Nope. I found it.
What?
The Philippines.
Philippines from Rusty Nail. Interesting. Does that mean he's in the Philippines?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Rebel Montana.
Alec.
Oh, also Rebel Montana. Sorry, but hi, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
Um,
Alec from the 406.
From 10IC. All right, 406.
Tennessee.
You think this one's Montana?
Are you effing me?
I'm not. SCJ made you look from the 505.
SCJ made you look. SC South Carolina.
You'd think that, but it's from New Mexico.
All right, fair enough.
Rusty Nail from the 808. 808 and Heartbreak.
Shout out to Cali.
Oh, this is cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know this.
What?
I'll give you one clue.
It's California.
It's not.
Really?
I'll give you one more clue for you to guess. Look at the profile pic.
Hawaii?
Hawaii. Honolulu.
Really? Really? Interesting.
And with that,
I think
we don't have any more super chats.
I think it's closing time.
I think so as well.
All right, y'all. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And I want every single person who tuned in today
Closing
to pat yourself on the back.
Open all the doors and let
Because
you out into the
we broke a record today. Raider Ron, John Borelli.
Closing time.
This entire month has been
Turn
a
on all
Raiders
the lights
Report
on
effort.
over every
A
boy
Raider
and
Nation
every
effort.
Girl.
Sarah Otto, 417.
Closing time.
Oregon.
One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey, your beer. It's Missouri. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I mean, I'm serious. You guys,
'Cause I know who
You guys killed it, man.
Wanna take
I can't
me
believe we
home.
got here.
I know who I
Raider Ron,
wanna take
from the bottom of
me
my heart,
home.
man, thank you so much.
I know who
John Borelli,
I
congratulations
wanna take me
into
home.
Mount Raider more.
Take me home.
To every single person who tuned in today, I'm going to get better. I'm going to feel a lot better on Monday. Hopefully I'm not still sick. We're going to be live again on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Have a hell of a weekend, and if any breaking Raiders news happens, we'll be live here on the Raiders Report. From me, from Jeremy Chuggs, John Borelli said, Raider Ron and Nation, I appreciate y'all. I think the best way to end today's show, I want all y'all to spam John Borelli, the newest member of Mount Raidermore. The newest member of Mount Raidermore. Borelli, Ron, Zon, Tri-Van, Wild One, and all y'all crazy other mother effers out there. Have a hell of a weekend. I'm out.